direction, that you are committed, you are eager for Biafra to be restored, that nature Biafra nke taa nke, that truly within you, that all you seek is Biafra restoration. Believe you me, believe you me, you get this music into, you will have a question to ask yourself, honestly speaking. You will be forced to ask yourself some questions. And those questions, when you start asking yourself these questions, okay, make your stand. Now, before ngaba niru n'ihe nji maka ya wee bịa n'ụbọchị nke taa, ọ bụrụ na ọ tata bụ izi na join m, onye na-anụ onye n'ụbọchị nke tata bụ MAP eziokwu bụ ndụ 1 gbaka na agba n'udu mmiri. One man squad, MAP, enweghị any cabal or no with. MAP no with only IPOB and the IPOB leadership. When I say IPOB leadership, I mean the leadership under the command and control of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, not these miscreant cabals, this failed bunch of fools like that of Agbanima and the rest. I'm not a fan of those fools, and I must tell you the truth. And I also, if you are joining me for the first time, this platform has a very, very strict rules. Once your comment is centered, you are fool, you are stupid, you are this, I will just silently block you out. I believe in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and I follow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu strategies and ideology. I go with the superior argument. So if you think MAP is not saying the right thing, or what he's saying that he is lying, all you have to do is to ask me to drop my number, or if you have my number, you can say, okay, you can openly call for a debate. And in my debate, I hate when question is given to anyone, he will leave the question and start running around the bush. No, I give a direct question and he must give me a direct answer. I don't give answer on proverb, no, because when you are sitting in exam, you don't answer questions with proverb. You answer questions as it is given to you. So in this platform, we say nothing but the truth. We are here to tell you the truth. We are here to speak the truth. Anything less than truth, I am not part of it. The reason you are learning on Yabona Akam the Ocha and Dejimu Ubim the Ocha, Yembata here, Bukan fight here for a nation. Okun Ifan Mbagi again in Tiagia. Ejimo Biocham na Ubim Nine Webata na the movement. And the reason you are because of things Nigeria government and Nigerian leadership are doing, which Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has condemned it. And all of us, we all condemn it. And then as far as we condemn it, you don't expect me to applaud what I condemn. Anything I say that this is not good, I cannot praise it. Even if it comes from my mother, I will tell my mother that this thing is not good. This thing is evil. That is why I am a man. And secondly, if you are joining me for the first time, I am not a hero worshipper. I don't lick anyone's acts. I am not OES member. And I have not regretted any of my program. And nobody can order me to delete my programs. I made that mistake once, and that is the only thing I regretted, by obeying foolish idiots in the name of leadership or command and control. And as I am speaking to you, If you are in this platform and you want to know the truth, you need to listen. I prefer you to ask questions than to say they crazy, they mad, because a good listener is a good learner. And in this movement, we have seen a lot of atrocities. We have seen a lot of things, which made me, MAP Ezioku Bondo, to stand on my ground to say that we need to correct some mistakes. We need to correct a lot of things. I need to haji here. Now, in the topic, just a minute. In the topic, the topic, the topic. On appeal court we stand. How far? It is very shameful and painful the state of IPOB is right now. You know, this topic, I know a lot of you will, out of your foolishness, to disagree with it without any proof. And a lot of you, out of because you want somebody to praise you as a hardcore, Ubuna Chechereche, you now come to say you the crazy, the mad. But in this platform, we face reality and we tell you the truth. We don't look face. Anyada afiru madu. Ihain on yabo made the right thing. Let the right thing be done. Now, these are the reasons. Because of my stand for the quest of Biafra restoration, and because of my stand that Biafra need to be genuinely restored, and the right people who are determined, who are genuinely to build a nation with integrity should be in power. Because of my stand that the right thing must be done and the injustice must not have a place in the movement like this. Because of that, all of you say that MAP is now a sabo, because once you say the truth, you become a saboteur. Some of you go to the extent of saying that MAP is an autopilot. Listen, sabo, autopilot, those things doesn't mean anything to me. The most important thing, what matters to me, is the Biafra restoration and the kind of a nation that we want to run. Do we want another duplicate of Nigeria, or another duplicate of Cameroon, or another duplicate of the so-called African countries with no vision and direction and no leadership? Or do we want a country like China, country like Israel, country like America, country like Switzerland, country like any country you can talk about, Germany, France, and the rest? If truly you know what you want, you will know what you will stand for. So, having laid this preamble of my today's broadcast, before I will go into the main broadcast, I would love to salute the leader and the supreme leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, in the person of Maazị Nnamdi Okuchukwu Kanu, whom I call the breeze you can see. Ikuku a na-afụ anya, ofu mbaje na-eme offload, ofu anya na-asụ na-abịa, ọhamadike ndị Igbo, odogwu na-adọgbu odogwu, ekene m gị. Asị m na ọ ga-adịrị gị mma na Eke, dịrị gị mma na Orie, dịrị gị mma na Afọ, dịrị gị mma na Nkwọ. Ọ ga-adịrị gị mma n'ụtụtụ, dịrị gị mma n'ehihie, dịrị gị mma n'abalị. Ikuku na anyanwụ na mmiri ga na-echekwebe gị. Ọnwa na mmụọ dị n'ala na mmụọ dị n'elu ga-eche gị. Ihe dị n'ala Igbo na ihe dị n'ala Biafra ga-echekwaba gị. Mmụọ ị na-ejelu ozi ga-eche gị, mmụọ na-ejelu gị ozi ga-echekwa gị. Mgbe sị na ị ga-adị ka echi, maka na echi ada agwụ agwụ. Ị ga-adị ndụ na arụ isi ike wee restore this Biafra. Anyị niile ga-anwụrị wee celebrate ya. Wee na-asịkwa ndị nke ndị genuine, ndị ji obi ọcha wee nọrọ na this movement, asị m ka ọ maala anyị niile mma, unu ga-adị ndụ wee nweta this Biafra anyị na-achọ, nweta n'udo na ọṅụ. Ise ise. Onye ọbụla nne m anya na-echelu m echiche ọjọọ, ka ihe ọjọọ ahụ iche n'ebe nọ na chetelu gị mmaji kwuru mmaji. Isi na m ga-anwụ ọnwụ ike ama akọchanata n'ezinụlọ gị. Isi ka ife ọjọọ mee m, ife ọjọọ ga na-akpọlụ gị iru n'ụtụtụ, kpọlụ gị iru n'ehihie, kpọlụ gị iru n'abalị. Ọ na iji chelu m ka o mezuolu gị ọna ahụ. Ise ise ise. Now, dear friends and lovers of freedom, today I will be listening to my viewers on YouTube, so that because last time I never knew that I muted YouTube. I muted my YouTube, so and a lot of my broadcasts was not audible to most of my audience. So, which I sincerely apologize for that very act. So today I will not. I'm not going to make such mistake. I will be going through the comment section within some time. So I will go through it. But if you are also on YouTube, please. The same way I block on Facebook is the same way I block on YouTube. You know why? I am not on this movement to look for fans or to build followers. I am here to lay my own legacy, to give my own part, to give my own quota, and to make sure that the role I need to play for Biafra restoration must be played. So for this, I advise you to comport yourself in my platforms. If you wanna go in the crazy demand, you can go to Hausa Biafra, Dimpa Binike code, and then the Bonful Azayoba. You can go there and they say the crazy demand. Those ones can accept it. But in this my platform, it is no go area. Try it and I will block you, because we are here to do the needful. Now, when you listen to my topic, it is very shameful that the current IPOB don't have people piloting the affair of IPOB. Currently, there is no leadership that is active in IPOB towards Biafra restoration. Since the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it become sorry for that. I don't respond to comment questions. If you want to ask questions, you need to call, because we have a lot of AI generated accounts. So that is the truth. Since the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it has become obvious that this movement lack leadership, and they lack directions, and they lack everything that it requires to move any movement or any freedom fighting forward. Ifesinachi. And that is the reason why people like us keep on speaking. That is the reason why you see many of us speaking out and trying to correct a lot of evil and atrocities that is going on. Now, these current people who say that on the court of appeal they stand, the people that say that on the court of appeal they stand, I want to ask them, since you say that you stand on the court of appeal, if I'm Babiano here, then Nolan can not fool Nolan here. If it's not Nolan Eben, Nolan there. Go and Nolan here. Onako question lady. Nolan ko unu zuike unu egutego nke ọma. Unu na mkpọtụ na broadcast na-eme ọkwa wata. So ebe naturally no nwayọ, naturally egwu without it mkpu. So kun nọlụzie nwayọ, mmechu na-egwu ezi nụrịa. Okay. Now, unu n'anya, since e kidnap Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na-aga court, ọ ga na high court, luo there strike ya some case, hapụ 7. Ọ ga na appeal court, court of appeal mee nke o mee. Court of appeal mee nke ha meche. The Nigeria take the matter to the Supreme Court. Now, Supreme Court a rule ka ebido n'isi, which Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, who always advocate for rule of law, followed it. But the so-called leaders who's supposed to stand by Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, the so-called people who's supposed to be called leadership, out of their foolishness and the greediness and out of the hatred, Maazị Nnamdi Kanu no, knowing fully well that they are incapacitated, that they are incompetent, knowing fully well that they don't know any blueprint of Maazị Nnamdi Kanu towards Biafra restoration, knowing fully well that they have no direction or anything, they don't even know how to move anything forward. They foolishly and shamelessly come out and they told the world that they are no longer interested on Maazị Nnamdi Kanu court case, that they are no longer, they will not participate in anything that has to do with Maazị Nnamdi Kanu court case, that on appeal court, they stand. Now, I want to lecture them, in case some of you who are foolish, who don't know the meaning of on appeal court will stand. It means that you are no longer to go for anything that has to do with the court. That is either Nigeria obey that court of appeal, or you will force them to release Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. There is no two ways about it. That you have another plan B, another strategy that you will use to persuade them, to pressure them, to force them to release Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. That is what it means. But because some people are not intelligent enough, you abandon your leader in DSS dungeon and they start shouting on the appeal court you stand. When there is an appeal court, there is a Supreme Court. An appeal court is a lower court before the Supreme Court. When a Supreme Court make a statement, the statement of appeal court become invalid automatically. That is why, if any case is taken to if any case is taken to the Federal High Court, and the Federal High Court give any judge, and the opposition or the loser goes straight to appeal court, the moment that case will be registered on appeal court, the judgment of that Federal High Court become invalid, or it will, let me use the word, it will be stopped. That is standstill. It will be stagnant. It will not be implemented, nor will be ruled out. It will be there, pending on the statement or the ruling of appeal. If the appeal uphold it, then the statement or the rule become valid again. But if the appeal court overrule it or overturn it, as the case may be, the verdict of that high court become null and void. It becomes useless, invalid. The same way it is in between the appeal court and the higher court is the same way it is between the appeal court and the Supreme Court. But because they want Maazị Nnamdi Kanu to languish in DSS dungeon, they told you in the open domain, in the public, that they are not interested. They are not going to participate on the case of Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. All their plans is that Maazị Nnamdi Kanu will definitely die in DSS dungeon, or they will sentence him to life imprisonment, or they will unalive him, so that they will cripple this movement, which they have already crippled, because the only thing that is sustaining IPOB now, the only thing that make IPOB to still have a name today is the name Mazi Nnamdi Okuchukwu Kanu. Remove the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from the IPOB. Chike Doziem-led DOS have destroyed this movement. Come to debate it. I will give you facts. I will give you the facts and figures. These current people under Chike Doziem command have destroyed everything Mazi Nnamdi Kanu labored for the past 1 decade. They destroy it and they bring it to square zero, pending for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come out so that he will start building it again. And why did this? How did these people succeed? They succeed because those who are supposed to stand on their ground to make sure that IPOB will not be relegated or be destroyed, they turn to become a hero worshippers. They become fools and they lack sense of reasoning. They live facing reality and they start living in a delusion. And that is what we are suffering today. That is why an IPOB person who calls himself a DOS member will come out and be attacking Mazi Nnamdi Kanu lawyers. And guess what? You don't have any lawyer representing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You don't have any lawyer going for IPOB case towards Biafra restoration. Yet, the ones that are working day and night to see the leader of indigenous people of Biafra being released, you get the mind, the effrontery to attack them. And after attacking them, out of your stupidity and your foolishness, you still get the mind that say, Onyendu. Who is Onyendu to you? It's very painful that IPOB Mazi Nnamdi Kanu left in our hands. That Chike Doziem, who's supposed to know better after what he passed through during the time of Omiomio, Imam Mezu, and the rest of them, is the one who is heading an anarchy as the leadership to destroy IPOB, because he keep quiet, he keep silent, agree. Under his watch, the like of criminal Agbanyemu, a born Sabo who have destroyed the IPOB Europe. The reason why IPOB Europe now is there is no longer protest for Biafra restoration or for Biafra referendum because of Agbanyemu. And the Chike doesn't fold his hands and watch because Agbanyemu is the European rep. Now, under Chike Doziem, this Dimpa Bini called Keke Oda, a dwarf in Italy, have destroyed IPOB media warriors. As I am speaking to you, quote me any day, Nigerian media is times 100 more powerful than IPOB media today. Nigerian media is times 100 more powerful than IPOB today because Keke Oda, the Italian nano, the dwarf in Italy, under the command of Agbanyemu and the watch of Chike Doziem, destroyed and crippled the IPOB media. That is why today, do you see Nigeria government or any Nigerian media bother of or be afraid of action or the next step IPOB will take? The reason Nigeria relax, the government of Tinubu, this government leadership of Ahmed Bola Tinubu is so relaxed because they know that no man is in the current leadership, that this current leadership is as good as cripple. Not just a cripple, a blind cripple for that matter. And when you see a blind cripple, What can a blind cripple offer government? That is why, how many politicians do you see talking about Biafra or Biafra issue again? The only thing that will bring Biafra issue now to the mouth of the politicians in Nigeria is the 2027 general election, and not just Biafra issue. They will just use Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to campaign, which they have already started. You can see IPOB telling you release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Is he serious? He wants to draw the emotion, the sympathy of the Igbo. Oh, he is not speaking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu release. The question is, what is the actions that back up that very statement? Any statement that has no action to back it up is a noise. And that is why today, when those people from the East speak, the northern political leaders see them as noisemakers. When Chike Dosiem and the current IPOB, will I use the word miscreant? Because what I see there are a bunch of miscreants in DOS. Bunch of miscreants. What I see there is bunch of miscreants. When they make statements, the Nigerian government see it as a noise making because they don't have any atom of action. They don't have direction. They don't have vision. What they are after is, oh, Maza Chebepol, how can we suspend Maza Chebepol? He is saying the truth. This guy is vocal. He is fearless. He wants to make people to pay more attention to this Biafra restoration. How can we mute him? How can we silence him? How can we take him down? Once that thought comes, you will see all of them gang up and the focus on Maza Chebepol. You can't see this current IPOB ganging up against any Nigerian agent anymore because they have lost their value. There is no more venom in their mouth again. There is nothing to unleash. Rather, with everybody today in IPOB leadership is looking for one IPOB or the other to bring down or to silence. From threat to threat, threatening everyone up and down. This evening now, Shia Shamwe will come on Radio Biafra to come and tell us the same story, how they want to destroy IPOB leadership. The people terrorizing Ekulobia. These are the criminals. How they want to, they planted them in IPOB. How they want to ask us, repeating the same story. And I ask you, what strategy, what have you done since you stand on appeal court? What have you done to make sure that you release our leader? What are the steps you have taken to make sure that Ohamadike will be out? Since you don't believe in the court process any longer, in other words, you say you are no longer interested. Why? What are you now doing? If I ask you as an IPOB member, what are you currently doing now to restore Biafra? When last did you hear about we want Biafra referendum? When last did you hear, oh, this country is speaking about Biafra referendum? Do you know the meaning of diplomacy? Do you know the meaning of diplomatic work? At this point, for complete 5 years, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in DSS dungeon. No country have come forward to say, oh, we are making this, make a bold statement. Is because there's no any diplomatic work anywhere. The only thing these people are good at is backstabbing themselves, sabotaging themselves. And when they backstab themselves and sabotage themselves, they will try to find somebody they will blame. Blaming game, emotional blackmailing. And I told you people, we cannot restore Biafra with this kind of mentality of no reasoning. We cannot. The Biafra we are trying to fight for is a Biafra that will be with intelligent species. People that ask reasonable questions, people that reason beyond their anus, people that can look into their leaders and tell them this is what they are doing that is wrong. Not people that will be clapping like zombieistic everywhere. Now, I want you to sit down to check the activities of IPOB for the last 4 months. Go and check the activities of IPOB for the last 4 months. Most especially, I want you to concentrate on the so-called people they call their media warrior and the people that they say that these are the leaders from DOS. And I will start with the Bonfu in Scotland, in Ireland, called Azayoba. Go to the platform of Azayoba. What you see there is a very confused animal with the idea. A very decorated, confused animal with the idea. On his ring light, carry phone, and start complaining. This is what we are telling you. This is what we are telling you. They are coming to us. When a leadership starts lamenting and complaining, it means that they don't have power. The people that are supposed to complain and lament are the followers, while the leadership is supposed to be there to listen to the lament and the complaint of the followers in order to take action. But currently, Azayoba complained more than a pregnant woman. And I will be, if I'm seeing the idiot, I will be hiding my face in shame. Say, so this is the idiot that if somebody asks me now, who is the deputy European rep, this is the animal that I will present. It's very shameful because they don't know the meaning of leadership. They are not educated. These people don't even have any atom knowledge, any atom of knowledge on how a movement or struggle for freedom is being moved. And the big fool will come out and tell you that Ndibanyi don't know how to play politics. And did he know how to play his politics? I saw where he's begging the Hausa Okechukwu he's begging, say, I know you're a good person. Leave Nwada Achalug. And I want to pass this message to Achalug. I will come to her later. MAP is Yokubundo. One. Anyadele, we are not two. We are one. And in this movement, I respect every intelligent species, and I have no respect for big fools and sabos. Now, when you come to the world now, the world is centered on the social media, on the media, not just social. Yes, on the media. The media is one of the most powerful tools. The reason Bafra genocide in 1967 to 1970, the reason why we cannot present that case for justice is because the media then turned the story upside down and they turn it against us. Now we have access to the same media. We are abusing it under the command of Chike Doziem. Why some of you exonerate Chike Doziem? The reason I am different from most of you is that you cannot exonerate a corrupt person under your leadership when the person in charge of the leadership have not condemned the person, and the person that is in charge is praising the person and applauding them. You can't exonerate the person. It means that they are working together. Now, like I was saying, go to Azayoba. If somebody tell me that after 5 years and after Simon Ekpa have been arrested and detained in Finland, that Azayoba will be still at this point be crying like a fool, a foolish idiot on social media, saying that it's Simon Ekpa that is holding him, it means that he has no brain. It means that these people are empty. Which of the action do you want to take that Simon Ekpa stop you from? What did you intend to achieve that he stopped you from? Instead of you to take your responsibilities and acknowledge your failure in order for you to make a mistake, to make a corrections and re-strategize, you are trying to pass your failure blame to another person. It means that you are not ready to correct your mistakes, that you are not ready to move forward. Now go to a full grown-up idiotic Azayoba. Before I think that man is a human being, but currently, you know me. Some of you will say, man, say, stop abusing. No, I cannot remove abuse in my broadcast. Although possible. That abuse is to tell you that I am not impressed, that I detect evil. I can't support evil. If you have the mind to participate and be part of evil conspiracy and atrocities execution, I will have the mind to address you as a nobody and as an idiot. Okay, what? Now, I don't make a stand there and then I want to impress any person. This is a struggle. Some of you will say, hey, Mazi, you can't go to IPOB meeting. Once Mazi can come out, you will see me on IPOB meeting with a live video. Then let me see the bonfu that will say you are not an IPOB member. Then Kaibezendeke, Kamalo Monianabo, onye bụ IPOB member, Kamalugo Dumbe Nabo, Nkeboke. When I told Dimpa Bini here that Niye Woke Gemedi and Obi Ochenan Negwe today, on no good there, Ochenambo, Nambo, Mawana Aquaka, Ablomo Mamu neti. Agam now go name Yedim Nobi. You can't stop me. Okiflesioku. That the same truth, Mazinam Nikanu, you will destroy Nigeria. I will use it to reset your brain, no matter how you hate me. When Mazinam Nikanu was broadcasting, most of the people like Ohanes Ndigo and the so-called some of these people that are forming to be loyal to Chike today, they say, oh, Mazinam Nikanu is too abusive. He is insulting. He insulted elders. He don't have respect. The same thing you are saying to me today. They fail to look into the truth that is coming out from Mazinam Nikanu. And today, everyone is suffering it. And Mazinam Nikanu is in JSS Duncan. And his word are being reposted, re-echoed. And the people are saying he's a prophet because he said it. But the question is, when he was saying it, did you people believe in him? Did you people acknowledge that he's saying the truth? The answer is no. You say it's insulting. Now, come to the media aspect. Go to the media platforms of the so-called DOS, because these are not IPOB media platforms. Go to the platforms of the media of the so-called useless bumfools in the DOS structure. What you will see there, they are attacking. It's either they are attacking Mazi Chukwubikem, that is Prince Darlington, as in the Hot TV, or they are attacking Mazi Metusela, Mane Mekisedek, or they are attacking MAP, Ezioku Bundo, or they are attacking our fearless man in the person of Mazi Benjamin Madbu, the lion himself. You will see them, a Nikon poop coming out to attack him, or they are attacking Mazinam the Kano lawyer, or they are attacking Nwada Chalugo. You can see them make a reasonable broadcast that a reasonable person will listen to. In the year 2020, 2021, people listen to IPOB. The reason why reasonable men that matters, men that has integrity, men that has contact, the reason why they are disassociating themselves from this current IPOB is because of the people you people front in the front line. You people are fronting an idiotic imbecile who has no acumen, people that cannot reason, people that cannot think. How do you expect men with dignities to come close to a movement that has Hausa Biafra as their media, that has a Akuna Omote, that is onye jiteniro with Opa, where na lana protest, or the one that is smelling in Germany, or the one that will come out and fabricate lies against people like Nwoki Ibira, Chika Austin. Now tell me, how can a reasonable person associate himself with this current IPOB movement? Tell me, how can a reasonable person, somebody that is educated, somebody that is matured, somebody that knows what structure and freedom fighting is all about, tell me one reason that will attract the person to this movement? A movement where you are seeing injustice everywhere. A movement that is protecting somebody that is calling your leader a terrorist. A movement that is shading Chibuze Egwatu. And you tell me you are a freedom fighter. Oh, man, you are attacking the leadership. Who is in that leadership? Who is there? I ask you, is there any man there? There is no man in that place. And I challenge you, if there is a man, come out, let us see the man. Now, under the IPOB media bingos, they bring the picture of Nwada Chalugo, who is also an IPOB member, and somebody who has fought day and night defending the so-called Chike Doziem, defending the so-called Shia Shangoru, defending the so-called Abayin, defending the so-called IPOB members. And somebody brought her picture and they tag her, call her Shawo this and that. And the leadership cannot do anything because this is what they are marketing. They are marketing irresponsibilities and atrocities. And I ask you, you as an IPOB, why do you want to leave Nigeria? You need to a choice in Nigeria. If I Opiti tata gị why it is New York in the ngwa jen gwu egwu ịnụrụ ya. Ask yourself this simple question. Today, people cannot speak the truth again. As I am speaking to you, if not for Aloy Ejimako and the legal team, what will be the fate of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Is it this bunch of mugus that has nothing to offer that we go and as they abandon him? What do you think that will be the fate of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? I ask you. And I ask you again, since you say you stand on appeal court, what have you done to pressure Nigeria government? Now, do you know that Buhari government, throughout when Buhari was alive, his government, he suffered because of IPOB. Any step, any plan, IPOB will expose them. IPOB was on their neck. When you listen to IPOB broadcasters, people like us, that is what we are still doing today. When you listen to us, we make deep exposition. We give rooms for people to come in to ask questions. We give rooms for people to come for a debate. You know why? Because we that are the students of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we learn. Let me remind you again. In this platform, you are not allowed to abuse in my comment section. No. That when I give you that room, that privilege has come and gone. If you cannot come up with an open debate or come up with something in your brain, and the only thing you can come up with is the craze, this and that, I will definitely block you. You know why? MAP is not looking for customer. Ejulom na Facebook, I am not jobless. To millions, most of you, one, two, three. That is why when I speak with boldness and confidence, because nobody in this IPOB will come and say he or her has given me any dime for me to sustain myself. You decrease ego like EG. How much do you have? I know my worth. And that is why when I speak with boldness, because who you are seeing here is a man, not a woman. And when we speak with authority. We know what we are doing. Now, our brother, Nwa teacher, Elochukwu, I really pity the poor guy that is trying to survive. He is doing his best. Understand that when he accused me wrongly, when he talked down on me, I told him that cup you used to measure for me, it will definitely reach you. So when I saw Moki Birachi Costin say that Elochukwu has collected money for pig business and the Darlington Akanolunezuzu that they have already paid Elochukwu Haji, and when I see Elochukwu Haji crying, I say, my brother, stop crying. If I'm in a noise, stop crying. You did the same thing to me. Now, to tell you how this IPOB under Chike Doziem have reduced Mazin and the can, not Mazin and the can, they reduced themselves to nothing. Is because the people they front as their media is now obviously lying to public with reckless abandon without evidence, and the people have seen how they are lying without no evidence. I'm going to make a noise. I'm not talking. It's a easy one. No. Noise. Okay. Now this movement I on here. This movement I on here. When we want to get me a reasonable person attract. In Ghana platform, they lied against Elochukwu Haji. Undermine that the guy lied against me. I know that what Chika Austin said about Elochukwu Haji is a lie because I'm a Nwa teacher. Nwa teacher na bambo kanwoke. Now all tukasa send me no na pota here tukasi asi. Nwa teacher never collected any money to start any business of a pig. He used his hard-earned money with another one. Somebody dashed him. I know the person. To set it up. But they lie to you people. And the worst part of it is that when these people are lying against a comrade, you will be in the comment section clapping. Oh, Chineke, ride on. In as far as any person who want to destroy another person's image is praising DOS, you are comfortable. Once you say DOS are wise, you are free to condemn any person in IPOB without no repercussion. Here. In this IPOB current under Chike Doziem leadership of DOS, once you say DOS are wise, you are free to lie against any IPOB member and nothing will happen to you. That is why Chibuzo Egwuatu is telling you up to today that DOS are wise, and he is calling IPOB a terrorist, calling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu a bingo, and is saying that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will die in DSS dungeon. Guess what? Go and check the whole miscreants gathered by Chike Doziem DOS, and they call them DOS media warrior. You can see them posting Chibuzo Egwuatu picture in order to make mockery of him or to condemn him. But go to their platform, you will see them attacking Mazi Achebe Paul because Mazi Achebe Paul, he said the truth. You will see them attacking Darlington because Darlington is speaking the truth. You will see them attacking Methuselah because Methuselah is very intelligent and is speaking the truth. You will see them attacking Nwada Chalugu because these are smart species. You will see them attacking Mazi Benjamin Madbug. How can Chike Doziem, under your leadership, somebody will use the picture of Mazi Benjamin Madbug and write it to Sabo, and that person will come to the public and say that he is representing IPOB, and Chike Doziem will turn a blind eye, and they want me, MAP, Esioku Buntu, one, to respect Chike Doziem for being a failure. And they want us to come and tell the world that Tinubu is a failure and the Nigeria government don't do it. No, we should be a patriotic Nigeria instead of to be all this kind of foolish, coward, idiotic morons. So you want me now to come and they attack a Tinubu government, and I should clap for Chike Doziem for harboring idiots, for praising mugus, for allowing person like Abanya to create a cabal in IPOB. Now, I ask you again, what is the way forward from this leadership called the so-called Chike Doziem DOS? The Directorate of Saboteurs. What is the Directorate of Saboteurs? What are they going to do to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Ask them. When Elo Chukwu Haji, what teacher? What teacher? Hey, a very what teacher the panolom. Atala miota. Onye ọbụla efu nọ na bani ma eli ebele. Nwa teacher nọ na bani. Ọkwa deche ihe dị a. Ọkwa post. Ihe nwa teacher there. Also, what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu says goes. That if you are not comfortable with that, you should climb a tree and you do the needful. Now, the dwarf in Italy, the idiotic criminal who is parading himself as a coordinator, I don't see him as a coordinator. I see him as just an imbecile, imposter. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out, 18-year no will position him where he belongs. Ebulu Elo Chukwu Haji wolu pichi abia ozugbo jide Elo Chukwu Haji tawya ka ji abana so ya ka akwụ mana Chibuzo Egwuatu has said a lot of all kind of ill statement against IPOB, against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You can never see Deepa Bini put Chibuzo Egwuatu picture and talk any rubbish. Rather, he will go to his platform and hear him. And some of you who are foolish, thinking that you are fighting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is there clapping, DOS are wise. When you know the job these people are doing to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you will understand that you yourself are now indirect saboteur, but you never knew. You will keep on seeing Mazi Cherepol as the bad egg. Because I tell you the truth, because I confront your fear for you, because that thing that you are afraid of, I conquer it. I am not afraid of it. I say the truth regardless of who is involved. Today, I ask you again, are you still hearing about Biafra restoration? When last did you hear protests in any part of Europe? When last did you hear the world speaking about referendum? Some of you will be saying, oh, let's go to Russia. We need allies. No country, no nation, no world power, no president of any kind of nation that will align with this current IPOB, unless you want to bring your nation down, unless you want to go and do a game of shame. A show of shame. There is no president, no foreign minister, no reasonable foreign person that is working in any diplomatic work that will come close to this current IPOB leadership. The reason is because they lack leadership qualities. These are a bunch of betrayers. These people, they don't have common sense. They don't have anything. They are confused. Because in Achije no land. No land of me. Some of you will say they go and open office in Germany. I ask you, that office they open, what is the advantage? Is there any value? There's no value. And they say they go and open a licensing office in Malaga. Does it mean that IPOB don't have a licensing office in Malaga before? They have it. They have it. Under this Chike Doziem DOS, Emapuafu was ridiculed. Chinasa Nworu formed a cabal that ridiculed Emapuafu's press statement. No. And I ask you, is this how we are going to restore Biafra? You come out and we are condemning Nigeria government. I ask you, what has Nigeria government done that this current Directorate of Saboteurs has not done? Nigerian judicial system have failed a common man that if you take your case to a Nigerian court and you are having issue with a Nigerian politician, you can never get justice. IPOB resolving committee have failed IPOB members that if you take your case there, you can never get justice. Don't you know that IPOB resolving committee is like a Nigerian judiciary? So since IPOB resolving committee is now judging based on the rank you are holding, based on who you are working under, based on your who is sponsoring you. Oh, this one is under KK order. This one is under Abanyum. For that, anything they do is covered. Nobody will question them. Now, what is different between the resolving committee of under Chike Doziem and Nigerian judiciary? They have the same evil and the corruption. And when people like us will tell you, oh, rise up to speak the truth, because they have already brainwashed you, because you're a hero worshiper, because you don't have the sense of your own, you are not reasonable enough to reason. You are incompetent in reasoning. Your thinking faculty have been, your frontal lobe have been damaged. And all you can remember today is you are stupid, you are a fool, you are autopilot, you are this. And I ask you, between you and autopilot, who is more reasonable now? Is with this thing that is happening, it has made me to understand that if any person defending the US say that somebody is an autopilot, that person need with Okute. The people who single-handedly destroy this movement is Chike Doziem DOS, not IPOB leadership. And I ask you, simple question. Why is Ohamadike Mazinam Nekano not working directly with Chike Doziem? Why? Why is the lawyers not responding or reporting to Chike Doziem? Under Uche Okera from Efo, every lawyer is going for Mazinam Nekano court case. Report to Uche Okera from Efo. Ask you again, why are they not reporting to Chike Doziem? And why Mazinam Nekano is not worried that his legal team are not reporting to his second man? And when you don't have this answer, or you want to tell me you don't know the answer is because Chike Doziem have sabotaged Mazinam Nekano. He have backstabbed Mazinam Nekano, and he's no longer fighting for Biafra restoration. These people have already moved on, planning to how to unleash their anger and the bitterness of Mazinam Nekano when he will be released. This evening, we will go and listen to Shia Shangoru. you will see how he will be talking, barking like a toothless bulldog that he is. Now, under Chike Doziem leadership, Asari Tukubo successfully take over Igbo land. Today, Asari Tukubo is controlling Biafra land because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not there. And the Shia Sanworu is having a chamber on IPOB by unaliving IPOB members. Any IPOB member that raised up, he threatened the person. Most of the house, they are saying, oh, they are burning house. It's not Nigeria government. It's you that is, IPOB member is the one burning their houses. And when Chukwuma starts Soludo say that the kidnapper is a Ndibo, or this Igbo kidnappers, all of you are shouting, why Chukwuma Soludo? But China Sanworu is doing the same thing on Radio Biafra. You are clapping for him. One thing else I tell you that this the autopilot is doing this. What is in your mind? And the Chukwuma Soludo repeated what Chinasa is saying, and you people are clapping. You now see it as an offense. How will I see it as an offense when Chinasa Sanworu is doing the same thing? Go and check the whole commanders that have been on alive. On when Chinasa Napola Pahana Radio Biafra. Onukwala kepu kepu. Once I call Yasele, or Maputana Radio Biafra can get up locally. Whoa, Okonkona Kweshiliku. Chibuze Guato openly said that now most of ESN Ebu, not China Sanworu, gwa Nigerian army, na hashi na backyard aba, nemono, na hano na that mono, the Nigerian army ambushed them. China Sanworu, Chibuze Guato said it in a broadcast. Have you seen Kekoda debunk it? Have you seen China Sanworu debunk it? Because they know if they debunk it, the guy will bring a proof. You that is clapping now, you are clapping because no metu tebelonya nkegi. Mboge metu tonya nkegi. Ibiazie na my WhatsApp. Maza chebe, amalokwa m n'iyi na-ekusi isi n'eziokwu. Ndị agbago na nna m ọkụ, enweghịkwa m ebe m ga-ebi. Nega ngwocha just na mefewela nwe I will not send you because mgbe m na-ekwe yi na afụ as a sabo. ESN members nina nada Nkebu achaghị bịa na bụlọ ESN no criminal. Nkebu asịghị na bụlọ ESN. Omeponu sigi that ESN have not lost we have not lost any member of ESN since 2021 today. Iwonyala onye kina agwa that thing. So you check na abune the people no na ESN their family friends, their families. Okay, each and a family members. Your mind they don't communicate. Okay, in Apple her phone. Is the means of communication. As onya labor na. Now this current IPOB, does this look like a struggle that is going to restore any community, not to talk of a nation? This is a struggle, you struggle with leadership. This struggle currently now, not a sheep without a shepherd. Now, I drag it now. Some of you be in my comment section. Paul, for using the word so-called DOS is insubordination. Nigga, say, look at this fool. But not obeying Mazi Nnamdi Kanu order is what? Submissive. Now, just know, can't get this before Nchefu and why that chalugo come in here. Why that chalugo? Negemonti ofuma. People like Hausa Biafra, stop boy if they na bodon wegi maka iye those idiots nneku maka gị nwa. They wish neighbor their sister. Allah. They wish neighbor their sister or nigga would their girlfriend or even wife. But because na hanalo na your class, the only thing I can make it post your picture. So when they post your picture, manya can if abulum block or if you can draw the idiot imbecile in on Germany. Ajamumi na TikTok na magoto ozugbo nsi nwanne achọrọ m face one on one ke na mpia go timbodombo n'isi ya mpia gị mgbada nwara nwụ n'isi ọgba ọsọ ọ ma the reason o ji gba ọsọ because ọ ma na mụ na ya na-abụ ebube nwoke ọma akwụ m ọtọ n'iru mgbe agwa na ebe ọbụla nọ ọfịa na m ga-esu aka ntị ka o kwete na ọ na-eme. So my sister, I complain is now. And when leadership no na IPOB na complain it. Those people you are telling to warn an idiot called the outside Bafra, they are the one actually sending him. It's like onan nokita nzie nwam nya ma agola. Then nwam me just swear ginti. Then he back to me sim mo one on wa no swear ginti. Gin odege kamaga one ya mo azire. Austin agbanyi ha and the mude ke koda. The nano. BNS those people. So stop complaining about them. If I were you, block them and move on. Continue. Corona again. Now they struggle. And the name of Diane. E put a me history me. Rapunda like a hand on a comment section. Bewa kwa miri. Onye befelo ki block one as simple as that. Because now the movement, the people known at this group, the Directorate of Sabotage, Ogechuku, be my media, be my he had a go media, can when be loyal to him. Cheka Austin, na Luanda China Samuru, Patrick Ikensi, na Luanda China Samuru. And that's me one by our leader's wife. In a Mekanina guarantee interview, bring yourself solo to Patrick Ikensi and this so-called miscreant. When they will come for you, it's one logging. Or everybody can grant interview to. And the Mazinam the Kanu son shouldn't be taken in close to everybody. And make invite, go there, leave our leader's son out of it. Makansi, these people are more deadly. Only for your husband, asi. Ama foginanya or love the son of your husband. And in my end, I will somebody may pretend. I know the look of your face. I know how much you run up on. A need friend, I need mirugi. The reason you are only person who totally work at this movement because I'm that you can never be my helper. You are blonde one. You can't be my helper. My helper, I have my own structure. Bafra IPOB. This movement and I should do that without fear. On then and then they send the research card. On that Henezo and when Kengeku, Ayalinim ego card and when Kengeku, they will penalize. Men that are men will look into your eyes and look into your face and tell you the reality. And when the Henry Biafra now, for now, Biafra is not any close. And I restore Biafra for secret. It's not a secret court. Before Biafra, the world we know that Biafra is about to come. Any person may deceive, we can see this current GOS have done a lot. Biafra is coming soon. Oga, Biafra is not coming anytime soon. The reason is because there is no leadership. Before we will know the way forward is when Mazinam the Kanu comes out. Mazinam the Kanu is the only man currently that is fighting for Biafra restoration. Others are just there to answer name. Check it out. Kamaleben just a picture. It's a picture put on Facebook. I see these are bunch of fools. Apart from Ebegelini, a Wolega IPOB Lodge Chike doesn't 5-star hotel is showing here. There's nothing again handle achieve. Wasting money upon money. They don't have any structure or any strategy. There is no strategy anywhere. So, Mother Sigi, you are sounding like this because you are not be carried along. Or Gandhi Webu along, you that they are carrying along, where have they carrying you to? Each and my hand and IPOB more than me. Yeah, you think you know it? I draw your leadership. You say, why are you asking questions? Man, you can know. I can't know I get you a restore Biafra. So a restore Biafra. Una man on where kita. A restore Biafra. I obulo na kai get you name operate. Yeah. This kind of Biafra kunu chokai restore. Biafra got worse than Nigeria government. Biafra, where atrocities, people that are committing atrocities will be celebrated as a hero. Biafra, that criminals will be protected and the innocent will be penalized. If it's not Chibanyomota. One that chalugo, my sister. Stand on your feet. Nefelo lock your kechukwanya. Nefelo yeda ichoi pia ha otale. Rapo locky. Pianya to abani man do kekoda. These are the evil people who send all this miscreant. That is why this movement. Some of you say, I attack the people in the leadership. Why I mention these criminals that are parading themselves is because they are the ones sending all the miscreants. So when they send the miscreants, you don't expect me to bring myself low to respond to them. I go for the sender. That is their organ. Because their organ will handle because not they are in my standard. They are not in my standard. These people, they are just community. Just ordinary community, they will collapse that community within 1 month. In Olanda, John Weggy, I chop freedom. We want freedom. Get the freedom more. IPOB now, tisa. Negodo IPOB day. Madi drug now. Currently, gini ka IPOB na to restore Biafra. Gini ki ya gonya. Okine nanya bo. Enwe ikabo ne machaburi me to asi ma defending. Chelo Capito be campaign bido. Kono fo how people will abandon this movement. Kono fear. IPOB in the morning. P2B campaign in the night. Mazi don't speak. Mazi ekune. Yeah, sabo. Yeah, this. Ijuanya anasigi ni o sabo. How far? Kedebu nulugo. Ke strategy nuji. Biafra anyugo koku. Nigeria just know batanyime through the so-called DOS. Media tileti. Leadership tileti. The structure mazinam the kanule tileti. Everything about this movement but zero currently. The only people that is still intact today is Mazinam the Kana, the legal team. Huchichina Sanworu and his so-called gang cabas is doing everything to bring them down. In a mal lawyer, Jimaka attack. Who is your lawyer representing Mazinam the Kana? He condemn on Simon Neme, couldn't imagine then he chuck and Kasobegi. No, I should clap and follow you now as incapable. Do I look like I'm stupid to you? That Biafra should be, this IPOB should be a mirror that Biafrans should be watching and see how Biafra nation will look like. When you look at when you look at IPOB movement, should be, people will say, if this movement can operate like this, it means that there is a light. They will do more, they will do better when a nation is restored. But currently, they go to IPOB, IPOB, where keke oda, the idiotic keke, netemo asinam nezezo. Keke can openly pay somebody to go and attack another person in IPOB, and the case will be brought to you people, and they will cover it in Mediacona. If the leadership cannot question Austin Abanyim, and they cannot question Keke for committing atrocities and evil, why do you expect Nigeria government to perform well and they call a spade a spade? When the one in your hands, you cannot call a spade a spade. For Nigeria government to learn from you. Now, if I am holding Nigerian government accountable for evil, how will now, when they ask me, what of your leadership, how are they behaving? Do you know that this current Chike Doziem leadership is worse than Nigerian leadership? In all ramifications, in terms of criminality, they are worse than Nigerian government. In terms of atrocities, they are worse. In terms of injustice, they are worse. In terms of cover me, make I cover you, they are worse. And you want us to be coming out to tell you that Nigeria is evil. Why the people that are leading the movement are more deep in evil? That is why, look at how it's been neglected worldwide. Why won't the world move on without talking about you? When you don't have what it takes to talk about when you don't have the standard they want. Each and every the world now, person like Putin will reduce Russia to solo to come to Chike Doziem to negotiate for Biafra restoration, knowing fully well that the man is somebody who cannot control ordinary 1% of the population of Biafra, because IPOB is not up to 22%. The only thing that makes IPOB to control is that the 99% of Biafrans want Biafra restoration, but they are not members, but they are in support. The 1% that are registered member, Chike Doziem led the Directorate of Sabotage, cannot control them and bring justice, fairness, and equity within the family. Under 3-4 years, Mazina Mikan was kidnapped. Chike Doziem collapsed IPOB. Today, we have autopilot, we have a code of conduct, and we have an NDDOS. Chike Doziem divide IPOB into 3. I've been to 5 self. And they say these are the people that give us Biafra. How? Kedona Hagejimie. How can you get? You that is defending Chike Doziem now, on what ground are you using to defend him? As for my hello Chuku that you delete, yeah. Can you get one teacher? One teacher? The opposed you delete. The post you deleted. The post you deleted. Does it mean that you lied against Kekoda, or they bully you? They force you to delete it? I'm not going to respond to comment, but Kangunu, how dumb and useless any supporter of DOS can be. Onyanka, let me promote you. This is a free promotion, although you know what it. But I will give it to you for the sake of a dumb baby like you. You see, when Nnamdi Kanu see that Wazirike is not doing it right, he formed IPOB. He never criticized Wazirike even a day. You short engine who claims you too know. Why not form your own or bring idea instead of talking nonsense all time? Now, Mr. Mugu, I will call you Mugu. Now, IPOB is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is doing it well. I have never wanted to tell that Mazi is not doing it well. And the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of IPOB. So when I am with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, do you see me criticizing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu here? That is why you a fool. Now, what am I talking to? I am talking to a criminals who want to penetrate IPOB. It is my job to protect IPOB. But because you lack thinking faculty, you now say go and form your own. Is Chike Doziem the leader of IPOB? Is Tina Sanworu form IPOB? Did Abba form IPOB? Did the Chibuze form IPOB? The zombie called Ayazayoba, did he form IPOB? The answer is no, like you rightly said. Who formed IPOB is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Who is my leader? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Who am I following? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, how will I abandon Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is my leader, who have not failed me, who I have not come out and tell you that he is not in the right track? I am here defending Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but because you are foolish and a notorious bingo, you are a foolish and notorious bingo. You say I should go and form my own so that Chike Doziem will kill my leader. So that China Saworu will kill my leader, right? So that you evil will gang up against my leader. You see, common sense. If the person, the people that are supposed to go and form their own is Chika Edoziem, Shia Sanworu, Abanyunu, and the Wakuda Kekeoda. Because these are people who are not carrying the order of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In the time of the Momiomio, the Open Radio Biafra International, they live. We were there. In the time of Ucho Kereke of Ucho Ka from Efo, he went and opened a human rights radio. Where is he today? So if a Chika Austin, Abi the Mugu called Austin Abanyum, and Bonfu Lazayoba with your so-called Directorate of Saboteurs, if you people cannot obey the command of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you should leave IPOB for us. That is my stand. So when I see people like you saying, go and form your own, go and form your own, I wonder the kind of brain you have. I wonder how come is this kind of people that will restore Biafra and be in the same country with? One idiot to say, Mazi, your cup will soon be full. Nature and see her until one day, Naganozo. You are so person. I told you your cup will full. Inata DJ that day. Chukwu we kpozi ogo ọkọ bone no na ban ifuo. I just know na iche no so sunu ma keje eme things underground. They bully people. Na agbo no people ọkụ and asịghị no Nigerian soldiers. Which Nigerian soldier? ESN commanders are now ka ọkụkọ nke nwunu na-ekpuchi ya nke nwunu na-ekpuchi ya. Nke wee bụ na Chinasa Nworu and this cabal organize a protest. Nabany, you know our gallant men, white. Ababo Akbarawa Mendi. These people are put in how organize that protest. I was like, does it mean that now waiting in an under deny him? And I was like, wow, it's now, and now I understand. Ejilo, you can use evil mind to restore Biafra. Ejilo, evil mind. With this kind of heart, Unujina, this movement, I don't pray for Biafra to be restored with this kind of evil. because it will be worse than Nigerian government. Can any of you call on this program and they tell me one thing that is different between these current people in DOS and the current Nigerian political leaders? Just one different thing. Can you tell me anything that is Nigerian politicians are doing that you cannot find in this current Directorate of Saboteurs? Only one thing. I challenge you, and my line is open in case you want to call. The number to call is +39 3512 957752. I repeat, +39 3512 957752. Call in and tell me the difference between this current DOS and Nigerian politicians. Using Abanyim and the KK as a case study. No, that time while we were in school, they will say, when they will say, write so thing, use so bank or so event as a case study. I want you to call in after you make your submission. Use Abanyum as a case study of your case, or use Kekelda, or use what is it called? Chibuze Egwatu. These are your leaders. Chibuze Egwatu is, whether you like it or not, Chibuze Egwatu remain a member of the DOS under Chike Doziem. And I love what they did to Elo Chukwuhaji. He cried and cried, and I laugh. I say, my brother, stop crying. It's what you are doing to others, they just give you small. And when the time comes, they will still give Austin and the rest their own, because it will definitely come back. We are in a movement where we should face reality. The reason why Bafra is not coming is because we have failed to face reality. Emotions is what is driving us. Ejilo emotion and restore a nation. Ejilo dream bullying or fire or deceiving your followers to restore any nation. Ejilo evil and restore nation. You can't be deceiving your people and telling them we have achieved a lot. We have achieved a lot when you have not achieved anything. Deceiving your own people is giving your opponent the go ahead to destroy you. You need to tell your people your capacity. Tell them your capacity. Tell them your capacity. They tell you. They don't know the whole media of IPOB. Because there is no person there to correct them. That's I didn't know. Don't speak. Don't speak. If you speak, they will do you this. Or maybe yeah. On this movement or give need no longer. Yeah, these people in trouble. Is in IPOB. When the reasonable and intelligent smart species move out of IPOB, they will collapse it. Their mission is to so that the movement will die slowly and nobody will be there. So that nobody will be there. Nothing more, nothing less. And when any plan to restore Biafra, they are not here to restore Biafra. What they are here is to gang up against the people that are working. That is why you see them launching attack on the Mazinamnikano lawyers often and often. Hana launching Kanadiananka. Then Oyoku Achawa Kegejupe, Inokatamada, Maza Cherepo, you are not an IPOB member. Neketega and see where she are. On a begging no way, Quiena. If from knows of Yagwamona. In my unit here, one of our brother, the secretary to our unit here, I posted the candle. Come and see the IPOB members. Zombie, they start attacking me, thinking that no more are coming. And I was like, so if something happened to me, this is how you will react. Somebody even wrote, said that the DOS oath is not working. The reason I put those things there is because I didn't mention the person's name. I wanted to give the full details, but something in me said, Mazi, leave it. Just let me know how these people will behave. And guess what? Lo and behold, they start celebrating. And this person, Munyamu, is an IPOB member from day one till date. He never one day deviated. He's still the IPOB secretary here. Under this zombie called the Keke. But you people celebrated Munyamu, thinking that it was me. What is evil again? Is there anything different from you and the so-called Nigeria government? Let me pick this call. Let me know the caller. Welcome to the program. Tell us your name and where you are calling from. Use foreign number. Mana network ya na-eme ka ndị nọ na Zoom. Fine, on gbanwee ọkụ a. Gbanwelu m ihe dị. Chelụ. Gbanwee.
Hello, Mazi.
Ndewo.
Well, I'm happy some of you your eyes are opening bit by bit. But please,
first of all,
from London.
Okay, first of all, when by the blind, our eyes are always open. When you are doing good, we will tell you that you are doing good. And when you deviate from the good, we will still tell you. You cannot be doing good and we tell you that you are doing bad. No. Once you deviate from that good, that is when it will come for you.
Some of us, we see things because some of us, we have access to, what do you call it, classified information. We have access to ONB right there in the asset from day one to tomorrow. To communicate with him, communicate through the lawyer, communicate, know what I want. There are so many things that are not outside, on public domain, on social media. Now, you people remember when I made a broadcast about what they did. We removed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu name from company's house here. That was the first strike they planned to. So the Nigerian government would genuinely do that. He denied being the director of Radio Bafra, director of IPOB Worldwide CMT, and director of IPOB Companies Limited. I was the one who found it out. Now, when I found it out, I informed them thinking that the DOS, TKDZMD, all these people, that they are working, representing Mazi Nnamdi. I contacted them, even with a job for the lawyer that morning. I said, this is what I have found out in company's house here in London, that somebody has gone in there systematically and removed our leader as the director of Radio Biafra, as the director of IPOB Worldwide CSC, as the director of IPOB Companies Limited. These are three companies our leader founded to start this agitation for years. So how come his name is being removed as the director of all these companies? And lo and behold, they have gone to court asking our leader, are you the director of IPOB Worldwide Company? And he said yes. Are you the director of Radio Biafra London? He said yes. Are you the director of the IPOB Company? He said yes. Now, if you people could remember, the Nigerian government came out and said, yeah, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is denying to be the director of all these companies. This is when they hashed out that plan, trying to take our leader back to the court in the next 2 weeks, so that they will present all this information from Company's House that our leader has resigned. While they were the one, DOS, Chike Dozim, Amanim, Isaiah Oba, there is one that lives in Australia. How many of them? With a Geoform, they are the one that conspired to execute this evil. Luckily, God used me to find it out. I contacted the lady, Sophia Kano, who was the secretary, that was managing that I have access. We called her, we said, who authorized you to remove Mazin Namdekano's name as the director of all these companies? Why he is still in DSS? She was jittering. We forced her. She said it was all these people that told her to remove our leader's name as director. Then we forced her. So you must return our leader's name before they will take him to court. She was forced to return our leader's name before our leader was taken to court that time. Then they brought the question again. Our leader said yes. They went to check to see that, our leader's name has been returned. That was when Nigeria, they brought out money. So, gave to some of all these stupid people you see that are moving around, shouting their DOS, their this, their that. They collected that money to sell our leader out so that Nigerian government would jail him. We escaped that one. I call these people on conference call. As I'm talking, they are listening to your program. They will know it's me, Maz Emeka Ezetimad from London. They know that morning. I called them conference call with this stupid boy that stays in Germany that says he's the Biafra child or whatever. On that conference call, I asked them, I said, how on earth can you people execute this evil against our women? How on earth will you people authorize this lady to remove our leader's name from this company he founded? What was the intention? What is your, the reason behind this evil? Mazi, I should look the other way. I shouldn't talk about it. This and that and that and that and that. 1, 2, 3. They say, the one in Germany called me, Biafran child, and that they said that they are doing, what do you call it, tax return. I say, shut up your dirty mouth. I've lived almost most of my life here in UK. Doing tax return of what? Go to the company's house. It's a public, a public company. You can go in there and see. It's a digital crime. It's there. What they did. It has nothing to do with filing what do you call it, a tax return. The tax return that has already been filed. Even in the past, when you had problem, has his name been removed before? These are the ploys they have. Even a job from that barrister, for that evil man. I called him that morning. I said, Barrister Joffrey, you are the barrister taking our lawyer to court here and there. Are you aware of this thing that happened in Company's House? Are you aware of it? Man said, don't worry, I will call you out back later. I'm in the court. Yeah. He cut off. I cried that morning. I say I cried like a baby that morning. How wicked. You see, these people, they are to execute this level of wickedness towards our leader. A man that has sacrificed himself, sacrificed his family for the betterment of everybody. And yet, all these miscreants, because of love of money, they collected from Nigerian government as sabotaging him to remove his name from the companies he founded to restore Biafra. How wicked can these people be? Even our leader, when they arrested him, they kidnapped him from Kenya, brought him into Nigeria. Our leader sent out information to this DOS. They all got the information. I have a copy of it. They have a copy of it. The people who are, I can say maybe the inner circle or behind the scene that have access to classified information, they have it. Our leader instructed them not to do what? Issue sit-at-home order in Biafra land, that he is here already. He doesn't want our people in Biafra land to suffer, that tomorrow criminals will hijack it, to bring Biafra land, into insecurity. This is the message from our leader. Not the first time, second time, third time, fourth time our leader sent this particular message. I have copies of it. There are people who have copies of it. Barrister Jimako has copies of it. It was Barrister Joffa has copies of it. It was sent to all these people. DOS. Chike them. I say you pardon. What do you call it? The one that back like a dog. The children are no rooted. They have it. Our leader instructed them never to issue sit at home in Biafra land. That he foresee when such a thing comes on, it will turn Biafra land. The criminals will hijack it to bring, even the Nigerian government will use it as a ploy to create insecurity in Biafra land. Our leader gave them this order 4 times. These wicked people, they still went on to go and announce, oh, sit at home in Biafra land. What has it resulted to today? That's what brought the insecurity in Biafra land. People like us can never listen to all these idiots. Them. They came here where, around where I'm living. In UK, about 2 or 3 weeks ago, they were doing party, doing shared breeder. I even went away somewhere else because these are repulsive human beings, people who are so wicked to the core to go to that level. If you disobey only do order, only do chapter 1, verse 1. Once you disobey only do order, you are your own. Onyendu is the one that God gave the mantle to restore Biafra. He is the one. He will see tomorrow what is going to happen tomorrow. He will announce it today and say, record it, write it down. When that time comes, you will see this thing I'm telling you today, it will happen. That's how you know a true prophet from God. A man whiter than white, whiter than snow. But these evil people, they are making noise all around on social media, here and there, this and that and that and that. They are DOS, they are this. These are low-level, useless animals because they know, as I speak now on your program, they might be listening one way or the other. Maazi Chukwuemeka is it's me talking. They know the conversation I have with them. Group call, all of them were in that group call that morning. I asked them, how are you people so wicked to do this? That's why I went on air to go and do that broadcast I did. Some idiots that are running around to restore Biafra, they don't even know anything about this restoration of Biafra. Because DOS is white. Whatever DOS, our leader said, whatever DOS says stands. Oh, Chike, this and that. These are low-level IQ people that does not, when they don't have access to information, when they don't have access to what is happening behind the scene, there are so much that is going on behind the scene than what you people are talking there on social media. We are here. Our keeping quiet, not coming on social media as gatekeepers, talking or whatever. Men like George, who met in London, we know ourselves. We are still fighting tomorrow. People like Kanonta, these are men that are fighting tooth and nail, day in, day out, behind the scene to make sure, Madam Nendaya, the London coordinator here, not all these ones, they went and formed, Chike went and formed, gang here and there to siphon money. Even we contacted that one, confronted the one he set up here. The money we contributed, they ate it. They shared the money among themselves. We contacted, we said, where is our money? He was jittering, there are so many things, that we have laid on the ground. We are working so hard for our leader to come out. Our leader definitely, he is coming out soon. When he comes out, all those idiots that are people that are maybe insulting you on this platform, like I said, you remember when I made that whatever, some of you, even you attacked me, you personally, I kept quiet. But today, you have come to that realization, you have come to that knowledge, understanding what some of all these people did. Well, I forgive some of you because you can only speak according to the level of information you have. There are some of us that have access to classified information, things that you can never see on Facebook or outside there. We have that access. But nobody, you see, nobody, no matter whatever anybody plan or do, is coming home pretty soon. You see, by that October, he will come home. No matter whatever, whichever way the Nigerian government is already, because every plan, everything they set up has been destroyed completely there and there. God bless, you see, Barrister Aloy Ejimako and his legal team. All these idiots that are making noise, DOS, the GFR, this and that and that and that. Ask them, why did Mazen Nnamdi Kanu stack these people? Why did Martin Nnamdi Kanu cut himself off from giving any information to Chike Doziem and this is saboteur group? Long ago, years now, I say years now, no access to information about what is going on with Martin Nnamdi Kanu. He's there, he will come out. And when he comes out, after he must have rested, people like us that are very close to him, we will beg him for one thing, to come and present all these things to Biafrans so that Biafrans will really understand that, to know that there are things that happened. People like us that God used, to still hold this agitation going, to still hold Martin Nnamdi Kanu, that Nigerian government don't chase him or destroy him. That these are righteous men and women that God has placed here and there for this agitation to go on. And for Martin Nnamdi Kanu never to be jailed by Nigerian government. He will be a free man very, very soon. So Martin, forget whatever anybody is telling you. You see on your platform, when you see the truth, say the truth. I'm happy. People like you now, your eyes are opening. Some of you attacked me when I made that broadcast and they exposed all these things because some of you have no access to some of all this information. When we speak it, you think, oh, the person is attacking DOS. No, you cannot disobey Onyendu, the leader of IPOB. Then you want me to listen to you. Who are you? Who born you? Who are you? Who are you? The foundation of this IPOB, it was installed here in England so many years ago. Where are all these people? Because some of us, we are behind the scene. Does not mean we don't know what is going on or we don't know what is happening. We know. As a gatekeeper, we will always be keeping at that gate that no demon or no evil will crash in and destroy. You see this noble cause that God has, used to start. Biafra will be restored.
Okay.
It will be restored. And will soon come out. Mazi, I'll rest my case. Continue doing whatever you're doing. So many of them will attack you. So many of them will say all sorts of evil. This call I have put today, keep it. Keep this video. Put it aside. A day is coming when Onyendu comes out after cooling off. We will advise him, please, to expose all these things, even the company's house, all this information I've given you today. You will see, he will put it step by step, word to word, so that people will see all these stupid Chike Doziem and Zayoba. These are idiots that are parading their DOS, their this, these are low level, I don't even have an adjective to qualify them. They are as useless as anybody can be for the level of wickedness they have gone. All our money in America, they shared it among themselves. The one in UK here, these are useless set of hungry idiots. These are dead people, when you disappoint, you want me to listen to you. Listen to you for what? Who are you? Hungry people, small money, they sell their soul, do whatever, they connive and to execute evil. The digital crime is there till tomorrow, companies out. That's the one that is on their neck. They can cover up other ones, but you see that one, they know when Onyendu comes. I will make sure, even like for me to bring my personal resources, to make sure I will drag all of them that we are involved to commit that crime in company's house. I will make sure I sponsor it to them for drive to come and face justice. Mark this word today, it will happen. Our main focus now is for him to come out. When he comes out, people will see the level of evil, level of atrocity. People like all these DOS, Chike Doziem, Zayoba, the one that backs like a dog, China Samuru, and then they are attacking that stupid boy in Germany that doesn't even know his left from right. They will say, oh, go and say this, go and say. They go and say this there because they are getting small money from them. You're doing what you are doing.
Okay, Mazi, I have some questions for you, please.
And the truth shall set you free. It doesn't matter what anybody say. It doesn't matter what anybody think. Remain on the truth. That first commandment they have violated, disobeying Onyendu's order. That's what brought insecurity in Biafra land today. That's the bottom line.
Okay,
And all the killings you see, commanders of ESN here and there, that when they do, they will deny. We are keeping record. They should know that there are gatekeepers, there are men and women of substance that are behind the scenes that have access to every information concerning this Biafra agitation and to Onyendu directly. So let them be fooling themselves and be doing whatever they think they are doing, for the actualization of Biafra or whatever. Why they are the biggest saboteur against Onyendu and this agitation.
Okay.
I rest my case. Make sure you see this video today you are making.
Mazi, some questions. Some questions for you. Some questions for you.
Go on with your program.
Mazi, some questions.
If there is any question you want to ask, you ask. If there is none, I have to sign out.
I have a question. I have a question for you. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Thank you for your wonderful submission. Now, according to the information we got, because you are the one in UK, you will know better than me that is in Italy. If it is something that have to do with Italy, I will know better. According to the information they gave us, they said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's name was removed in order to renew the document of Radio Biafra that has been expired. Now, my question is, for a company document to be renewed, and the person whose name is there is not around, can somebody else renew it when his name is not indirect as a director of the company or as the in charge?
No, Mazi. Your question is as simple as anything. In companies' house, what they did was a fraud. You cannot go because they were doing it systematically. That Sophia Carlo will go and write a letter, sign it as if it was only append the fake signature and submit it to the company's house. It's an online. She will submit it, that the meeting held so date today. The company decided that so person should be removed as a director. She will file it. They will wait for 1 week. Then the company house will do what? To strike Onyendu's name. No, there is nothing like that. There is nothing like anybody. You want to do tax return or you want to renew the license of Radio Biafra to remove the name of the director of a company, the person who formed the company. Is this the first time Onyendu has been arrested? No.
Okay, Mazi.
Years in the past, isn't it? He remains the director from day one.
Okay, Mazi. In a case where Onyendu is not around and the license needs to be renewed, what are the procedures for renewing such a license?
The procedure, my brother, Onyendu has nothing to do with renewing license of any company. It's like me now, I own companies in England. If I'm not there, I have a secretary who has access to the information. The secretary has access, to do the renewal, do tax return, the finance, submit documents for the renewal. It has nothing to do whether I'm there, I'm not there. That's why a company and an individual, the owner of the company, they are separate entities. Yeah, they are separate entities. Yeah. So Onyendu, whether he is there or not, he traveled to America, he is not in England, the secretary can renew, the Radio Biafra license or file, file a tax return. You can do it online. It has nothing to do with Onyendu being incarcerated or what, or not being incarcerated. They just use that word to confuse, illiterate people who does not know how all those things operate here in England. Company's house is the government of England, Her Majesty's government or the King's government. Now, you go inside there systematically. They did it systematically. So when did Onyendu authorize Sophia to write that letter, to sign the fake signature of Onyendu while Onyendu was in DSS custody for his name to be removed? When? It's not only Radio Biafra. There are 3 companies: Radio Biafra London, IPOB, Worldwide CIC, and IPOB, Companies Limited. These are 3 organizations registered in Companies House. Decades and decades ago for this agitation. Everything we are doing is under these 3 companies. So how come? This is what we confronted them. When did Onyendu give you that instruction to remove his name as the director of Radio Biafra and the director of all these 2 other companies? She could not answer it. When me and Kanonta, we called her conference call, that's Sophia Kalo, and then she came in. We told her if she don't tell us, we are going to report her to the UK government. They are going to arrest her. That's when she vomited, started telling us it was a DOS, it was Chike Desium, it was Ama Lincoln, it was all these people that told her to do that.
Okay, and
she told them, because she's not going to do it, it's a crime, this and that, they forced her to do that.
Okay, well noted.
That
because
is a crime.
I love it.
Nobody does that. You cannot go and sign a signature of somebody who is in the DSS custody, go and forge a letter.
Okay, I will make more inquiries on what you said.
And put his fake signature on it and submitted it. While Mazina Mikano never authorized them, never did any of those things.
Okay.
It's a pure crime.
No problem. Okay, Mazi, I will make more inquiry because I love asking questions. If you are watching my program, it's very hard for somebody to call in without me asking you a question. Now, lastly, there is a question I want to ask you again. Now, you say that like I will first of all tell you, any lawyer that is representing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I restrict myself not to attack the person, whether the past or the present, unless the person come out openly to speak against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or speak against the IPOB. That is when I will come for the person. Now you say that Barrister Ifeanyi Chukwu Ejiofor is part of the people who conspired to remove Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as director of Radio Biafra. And when you called him, he said he will call you back. In your statement, you didn't say that, you didn't confirm that he was part of those, no, he is not part. What was the role of Barrister Ejiofor that made you to say he's part of those? Because last time I checked, Barrister Ejiofor is just a lawyer, not a member. So how did he play the role to be part of this very thing you said?
Mazi, Barrister Ejiofor want to use our leader to have a leverage about the case we have with the Nigerian government. Yeah? Like I said, there are so many information, classified information we have. We have access to some of you out there, you don't have it. There are so many reasons why our leader relieved him of his duties. We don't tell them to just step aside. He doesn't want them again. There are so many. This thing I'm telling you now is one of them. Barrister Ejiofor was 100% aware of it. What they did. Because along the line, we investigated and queried and made researches to find out he was aware of this removal of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's name from this company's house. Then he was confronted. What was his reason? He could not answer that question. Because you cannot be going to our leader, you are representing our leader, and then there is a fraud against our leader going on. You are aware of it. You say you are a solicitor, and you know the implications of what this crime they committed here in England, the digital crime they committed in Companies House against our leader. You know the implication it's going to have on his case, and you say you are coming to represent him. No. It doesn't work. Our leader is more smarter, spiritually, mentally and intellectually, more than all of them put together.
Okay. Mazi, thank you.
So he's aware. He's involved in it. He's a part of their bargain.
Okay, Mazi, thank you.
And you remember, he was the one who came in front of the court to say, our leader, because he was the solicitor then, that our leader, the Nigerian government said our leader have remove his name, from being the director of Radio Biafra, that is all a lie, and this and that and that and that and that and that, to cover up that first time. But in the next 2 weeks, they are going to court again for this same issue. That was when God, every 2 a.m. in the night, something will flog me on my bed. I say, wake up, go to Company's house. I will wake up, open my laptop, go inside there, be checking. What is going on? Somebody, I've written a letter, signed, Mazin Namdekano, the organization has taken a decision to remove Mazin Namdekano as a director of Radio Biafra. Before you know it, they went and matched the two companies together and then strike Mazin Namdekano's name out as the director. And 3 days ago, again, something woke me up. So go and see, go and check. These are what I was following them. 2 a.m., 3 a.m., secret in the night, until the final thing. I say, okay, so this is what they plan. And I picked up phone, me talking to you, man. Isaiah, but they are listening to my voice. I had a conference call with these people, about 6 of them, and that stupid boy in Germany that called himself Biafra Child. They were all on that conference call. I asked them, I said, how on earth can you people be so wicked to strike our leader's name? So you want the Nigerian government to jail him 50 years or what? Because once they collect that document, go back to court and present and say, yeah, are you the director of Radio Biafra? He will say yes. Are you the director of IPOB, the worldwide CIC? He said yes. Are you the director of IPOB, the company limited? He said yes. They will present, that paper from Company's house. Well, these are the 3 companies you founded for this agitation. So you are a liar. You have removed your name from this, being the director of this thing. They will just mess him up with 50 years jail. Throw him, lock it up.
Okay.
Because he has been lying, deceiving people over the years. All of a sudden, he decided not to go ahead again. That was the plan. And these same people, that thing I saw, I should look the other way. I shouldn't talk about it. I say, no, you people have to tell me, why did you remove our leader's name? Who authorized you people? Because our leader, if the information that comes to you people, that comes from our leader, people like us will have 100% access to that same information, even before it goes to them. We have that access. So how come, when did our leader, he told you people to remove his name? What is it you people are planning to do with our leader? You people are so wicked. I called the barrister for say, you are aware this is going on. Oh, Master, I will call you back. But later on, when I confronted him again, he was jittering. We met on the ground to find out, oh, he's aware of it. All of them were in it together.
Okay, Mazi, thank you for your explanation, because in as much as we are trying to make sure that we rescue IPOB from the so-called DOS, we must also, everything we are saying, we must say it with the truth and honesty. What you just said here now, I was listening to you attentively, and that's why I didn't interrupt you, because I listen and I take. Ndị Igbo si na ijebe dibia na-agbalụ gị afa ngị nwe jiri ukwu uche gị na-agba. Now, like I said before, Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor might be aware of it. The question I want to ask you now is, did he, when he was aware, did he relate such move to Onyendu, or he just hide it from Onyendu?
Well, to tell you the truth, what I'm going to reveal to you now is part of classified information. Okay? I will tell you the truth. The truth is that we pass the information back to Onyendu, not through Ejiofor. We send the information through a different channel to Onyendu. Onyendu saw the information, confronted Ejiofor. Like I said, it is one of the reasons why Onyendu relieved him of his duties. For your information, Onyendu confronted him to ask, you are my solicitor, you are my lawyer, so how come on earth you are there? These people did this. Were you aware of it? He stuttered in answering the question. Onyendu found out he's aware, he's part of what these people did. Like I said, this is one of the reasons why Onyendu relieved him of his duties. Onyendu sacked him. For your information, this is one of the major reasons why Onyendu removed him from representing him. For your information.
Okay. Thank you.
Because people cannot ask, if people cannot ask, if people cannot reason, oh, why all of a sudden Barrister Jofo no longer, the part of, coming to DSS or being representing Onyendu sacked him with a Zokomede. There are things that are going on behind the scene. Some of those information are classified. It's not to public domain. There are few people who have access to it, know what is going on. Onyendu is taking the right decision. It has nothing to do. You cannot tell me you want to come to defend me. You have a case with Nigerian government. You want to use me as a plea bargain. For you not to, your case, with Nigerian government, for them to be lenient to you, then I will be a bargaining chip you are going to use. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way.
Okay.
That's why he was relieved of his duty. Then our lawyer Jimako took over.
Okay, thank you, Mazi, because sorry, because I ask a lot of questions. If you watch my program, nobody call my program without me asking questions, because the more I ask questions, the more I know, and the more I will know if the person is in.
You are free to ask.
Now, you are using some words on Biafran child. Now, like stupid and this. Why I leave you is because I have not known his offense to you, but to me, have not done anything wrong to me. Now, the question I want to ask you, did he, Biafran child, become foolish to you because you with him has misunderstanding the same way I did? Because we on our own, we see it as a duty to defend the IPOB. When we see those things, and when I check, I see that Onyendu name is still there, and with information we are giving that is to renew the license of Radio Biafra, which every IPOB member will definitely agree to that if it is necessary. Is it that is the cause, or you are abusing him? Did he sabotage Onyendu? Is he a personal issue or that area? I want to know.
Maze, I call him he's an idiot, or I call him he's stupid. That's what he is, because the Biafran child, that is a program. There are so many things we have done there to educate Biafrans, but on this particular issue, he was the one, DOS, we are telling to call me, to tell me, to convince me that I should look the other way aside, that I shouldn't, expose this. I shouldn't say this. I shouldn't talk about it. I should look the other way. I contacted, I said, I beg your DOS, what was their intention of doing that? The same Biafran child called me back to tell me, hey, Mazi, they said it's a tax return they are doing. That's why they remove Onyendu's name. I said, really? You live in Germany, I live here in UK. You are just an idiot to tell me that. Me, I live in UK here, I own a company here. You're telling me to file tax return. You have to go and strike out the name of the director of the company before you can, file in tax return. These are stories you tell even the most stupid person on earth. You can't tell it to a most stupid person on earth. It doesn't make any reason, or there is no sense in it. There is no sense in it. There is the highest form of stupidity. I'm the direct in my company. Oh, for you to file the tax return of my company's yearly, tax return. First of all, you have to remove my name as the director of this company before you can file in just tax return, for my company. Does it make sense to you, Mazachibe?
No.
No. That is the stupidity of because of it. There was a crime they committed. They know it. So they are looking for a way to cover, because Biafrans are, we black people, or say most Nigerians are mainly Biafrans, are people, when you tell them something, whatever you tell them, they believe. They don't even have critical brain to think critically, or even to go and research to find out the truth by themselves. They don't. Isn't it? So
in that area,
how can you? Now I'm telling you, Mazi Achebe, you live in Italy. You have a company. You are running Achebe group of companies. For example, you register with the government of Italy, running business. You've been, over the years, you've been the director of the company. You have your secretary, accountant, have everything. It's running every year. They file tax every day, tax return every year, because it's every year annually, isn't it? All of a sudden, they remove your name as the owner of the company, as the director of the company, because they are giving you the reason, because they want to file tax return. You are not around. Does it make any sense?
Now I understand better, but at that point, at this point, I will tell you that it's a misunderstanding, because a lot of information we are passed, which many of us thought it is the right thing. Because I will tell you, for example, I don't own a company here in Italy.
I remember you attacked me then.
Yes.
I even told you, say, please, you live in Italy. You remember I had a phone call with you.
Exactly.
When you were attacking me, I called you. I said, my friend, just close your mouth. Don't dabble into what you don't know. Here is England. If in Italy, that's how you people do in Italy. No, in England, it doesn't work that way here. I told you, Achebe, because I remember you were making a movie, one of your brokers, you were even attacking me. I said, that is ignorance. I've explained to you, this is how things run here. Even all over the world, even where you are in Italy. Even if you have an issue, you are somewhere else, they cannot go and remove your name. When you strike a director's name from the company he founded, it means the director has is completely out of that company. Strike the person's name. You remove the person's name. You don't do it, once. It's a systematic something. You have to write a letter first, sign it. Oh, it's so day. The company had a meeting, agreed that so day, that the director of this company, is being strike out. Then you submit it. It will take 1 week and 2 weeks for them to do what? To approve it. Yeah, somebody will write, the man on the phone is lying, because they will go now, they will see Madam Namdekano's name, because we forced her to return it. So go down in the company's house. Go down, IPOB Companies Limited, IPOB Worldwide CIC, Radio Bafra. Go down, and check about the directors. When this was done about 2 years ago, when they did
what
that,
you are saying, what you are saying here, what you are saying, what you
return our leader's name back before they can take him to court. So the digital crime is still there. Somebody can tell you, oh, the man is lying, because I have gone now, I take Martin Namdekano's name. He's out there, he's lying. You see how the people think. They think it is today. These are something that happened about 2 years ago. The very time our leader, they brought him from Kenya. That's when all these things happen. So if you go to company's house, you go and scroll down. Go to where you have directors, the company's whatever meeting. Go down. When you go down, you will see it. When they remove our leader's name, and we contacted that lady, forced her with all these people to return back our leader's name before they will take our leader to court. That's why you can see our leader's name is there till today.
Okay, thank you, Mazi. Yeah. Thank you, Mazi, for this thing, because when what you just said about removing our leader's name, I am aware of it. It was removed, but the motive, the reason why they give is why is what we said here. So I don't think that will be the reasons why you will hold grudges against their franchise, because it is the same reason they might give him. So that is it.
My brother, I will say, no reason, there is no reason other than few of them collected money from Nigerian government. That's the only way they can work with Nigerian government to give Nigerian government Mazen Namdekano.
No, when a lot of them collected money, not to some of them.
Things, like I said, we have access to some classified information. We can't come on Facebook or whatever to say it until our leader comes out with his own mouth. He will make a broadcast and say some of all these things. Yeah, with his own mouth.
Thank you, Mazi. Thank you, Mazi.
So there are things, our leader is still there. There are things we cannot come and be talking on Facebook or talking publicly. But the people who are behind the scene, doing whatever they are doing, and people working and to make sure that they did not go through. They are there also. They know that. All of them, they are listening to my voice. They know you might think they are not listening to this conversation. They are listening to it. They know what I'm saying. They know the truth. They know the crime they committed. It's a digital crime. You cannot erase it. UK is not Nigeria, where somebody can go and pay somebody. Oh, he can delete something for you. No, it is not here. The file, we have already even sent the file for prosecution here. If they don't know, they know it. There is a file for that crime. We are just waiting for our leader to come out. Then we will submit that file. Yeah? File has already been created. There are crimes you don't do with white people or, say, England. It's a digital crime. You cannot go and forge a letter, forging a letter, signing it as if it was Martin Namdekano that wrote that letter and signed it while he was in DSS custody. And then strike his name out as a director, when him as the director never authorized you to do that, never told you, oh, do this or do that, or do this. Why should you do that? Why?
Another person
the midst of nowhere, so that the Nigerian government will just jail him 50 years. Biafrans, when our leader comes out and make a broadcast, all of you that insulted and criticized and did that, oh, Mazi, is a Jew, even come around to say, man, God bless you, bless your entire generation for saving Onyendu, for saving this agitation. Well, everybody calm down. Soon our leader will come out. Then you people will see what God used some of us to do to sustain, this agitation and to sustain our leader for Nigeria not to jail him. If not, Nigeria would have jailed him long ago.
Long ago. Mazi Dalo, for your clarification. And Chimezie Nwosu, ihe ọ na-akọwa here, mụ na onwe m as of then broadcast and aga m there. Ị gaa na the Radio Biafra directors, you will see what he's saying. You back ị ga-afụ the name of Uchemefo, name of that Sophia Kalu, and the name of Mazi Namdekano. Ọnọdụ ka Facebook, ị ma na each admin itinye na Facebook, iwepụgo there, you cannot delete the name of the admin. Organ, the list gano there, a return, okay, the date and everything gano there. Yeah. So the
was taken out because
all those things no there. Something. Currently, Mazi Namdekano no there. So that is this thing. So Mazi is a Jimado Dalorian for your wonderful submission.
It's all right, bye-bye.
Emma, most of you, most of you none of this movement. The problem unana like face reality. We emotional fight, freedom fighting. Once they tell you hate this person, don't communicate with this person. That is Christian mentality. That is why nobody will be able to ask reasonable questions. Before can they follow no, I say don't speak to this person, is evil, then many avoid you. At the end of the day, I will not know the truth. This time around, I put a call to any person I want to ask questions. Normal high there, and I don't care if you will record me. I ask questions for me to know more, because this current DOS, with what I ban him, the kind of lie I ban him on now. It made me to know that now many people had to pass a saboteur abasika to pass ha. Emma, obu no mebelogi, Emma water until Omegi, and Mekuya since a lot of people are not saying, why am I attacking the until Abanyim Apotana na BTV, Ebu Wanineju. Say that Nametusela is not an IPOB. But Nametu is not speaking for IPOB, that he is there for his stomach and he want to grab opportunity. Darlington is the same thing, and the one that Chalugo. And you people clap like foolish bingo you are. Now, instead of you to ask, how did the Darlington, Okpala Ezechukwu became Mwada Chalugo and the Methuselah become what Agban just said? But because you are driving by emotion, you have been brainwashed and your frontal lobe have been damaged. Ekola Kagaba. No, MAP. I blame somebody I will just foolishly and follow you. I will wait for to see the sabo by myself. So most of you, the hero worshipper, now kwaka until ya megi iwe mata. So many people now start speaking because it happened to them. More the difference between me and others is that I will not wait until it happened to me before I speak the truth. When I see that injustice is being meted on so person, I will not wait until the injustice is meted on me before I condemn it. No, I condemn it. That's why most at times I see you people, I come on air and say it. Another man told you, nobody, I say it with confidence, with boldness. And when I know at this movement of IPOB, nga sigina onyego Paul ego for this movement. And even the people that brought money to me, I rejected it. Even give me, make I share for people, I reject them. Because how will I explain that you give me to share? But no, I can't. Go and ask the like of Equem. Even when I am planning my marriage here, IPOB family came. Where can we support? I say, don't support me. I can do it. I personally do it. Had they been there, I allowed them. Maybe one or two idiots, blackmail that. But I tell you, if Keke Oda can be lying, Azayoba can be lying in the public against the Maza Chebepol, against Methuselah, against Darlington, what make you think that they will not lie against Mazenam Dekan? And what make you think that what Ezej Madi is saying is a lie? Oh, no, okay, lawyer, Nabiakot, on his way, he was robbed by armed robber. Then the first case on them whether they after Karob Chayabula armed robber case, so yeah, I got to the next caller. Ezejimado, Iyoku here, there is a point, and I know many of you will disagree, but you cannot call to make your own point. That is the truth. And Angelo emotion, I judge any person. We face reality. Until you start learning how to face reality, then I will know you are qualified to become a freedom fighter. Most of you know qualified, boy, he the crazy, the mad. How will that help you in 21st century since he cannot boy? Welcome to the program. May we know you, please? Hello. May we know you? Proper introduction.
I'm AP.
Ezioku Bondo 1. Tinye.
Ezioku Bondo. Dalo. I'm not too big. Oh, body at the chapel manolo.
Gawaniru.
Hello?
Gawaniru.
Adam, actually, to I don't know, follow. I come and I'm more for. You can have this.
Mane kowa balo kowa no nwege ka imalo nyi wu na kowa nwege ka imalo nyi wu koshime noise
okay afambo ane it's South Africa where na akpo
and Ndubisi, right?
Yeah,
okay.
It's a Bunoya Nesuku. So mana one about you. When I talk, I'm sure I just go if one on top. You can speak for it to me.
Ngwaganiru.
I don't like this open as too much. I don't like to do money together. Because I will go to a come up here. You work at things wrong at the start. Okay? I think John, because our people, Eva Bubu, like the parents of the tour. Autopilot, make it get out of your people. to IPOB about alone.
Mba.
In a question.
Now, it can get a brief of it. Nkọwalụ in detail. Chelu ọmụ na-ege m ntị. Chelu. Asị gị, asago nga ajụjụ eju chelu ịjụ m ajụjụ nza gị asị gị mba nsị gị mba with capital letter MBA mba in English no and exactly. Now, Genti, chelu, wait, chelu, Negamonti. Now, Apom, chelu, listen, Gamonti. Anama like Asima de chelo, Gamonti. Isi na akpọm Chinasa Nworu yonya biko yes biko yoya bụ na mkpọrọ ya iyi jee na the letter of apology nde onwe ebe ifụkata ndegide the apology sigi I apologize for joining autopilot then if I consider pleasure onwe ebe ọ bụ na ifu na chelu na-ege m ntị the word na-ege m ntị ya na the ekam ji the copy of the letter ịchọkwa m post olu gị. Now the copy of that letter, onwe bifukata any line and say I apologize for joining autopilot. But na post when you underline and see that what I apologize for is using abusive voice on Chika Edoziem and the Chinasa Nworu and the other members of IPOB. That is what I apologize. That is my apology to Biafrans. On Radio Bafra. Get that apology on Radio Bafra. On when they look at and saying I'm buying autopilot. It might be reason. Now, Chelo can call Chelo, no bustaki illiterate. Chelo. Oh, all this bingo. Chelo, let me explain. Gemonti, you have to listen. Okay, can come, madam. I hate him, zombies. I will call you back, but listen first. I will call you back because I hate him. Negenti. Now this movement, Obuniki Plo record of him, people will lie against you. Now that apology, the letter cannot dare go and listen to it. There is no any place autopilot obata. Now the reason why I apologize, Chika Edoziem came on Radio Biafra and announced my name, that name spell with no reason and no atom of investigation. And as of then, I am an IPOB member, not just an IPOB member, a principal officer. I contacted the national coordinator, which is Mr. Romanus Uguru. Join us here. Gini kamaza chebe Paul ume. Ejuwe kpafam na Radio Biafra. Osim na nyanwa amalo na onweghị any idea muchelo kanya kpọ the European rep. I called regional coordinator, which is Mr. Chinedu Okoye. He said the same thing, that no onweghị any idea, no malo anything, no onweghị any person nyere a report. Now, Mua be in charge of my unit. All na my national coordinator Adila aware of it. Regional coordinator Adila aware of it. Zonal coordinator Adila aware. Who now give Chike Doziem that now abanye autopilot? He just sleep and wake up and call my name on Radio Biafra. That is another injustice and atrocities. Number two, before any member of IPOB will be expelled, the information will come from number one, his unit coordinator. Number two, the zonal coordinator. Number three, the regional coordinator. Number four, the national coordinator. Then number five, the European rep or the rep. all these people give a feedback that nahenwe idea. So the question now, all of you should ask Chike Dozem is, why did he mention my name on Radio Biafra, and what was his reason? Because as of then, I'm not a motor pilot, and that is what I clear this person. If I'm on phone, you must be calm where you are talking. I will cut you off. Okay? Now, because I have found out that 99.9% of IPOB hero worshippers and well common sense, and they don't even know what is happening in IPOB. I will call him back. Is for me to explain because I'm on a brain Hannah Pochi.
Okay, I am 2 minutes.
Draw your second question. Draw your second question.
Before, Malakita, I'm yes or no. And then I'm every map, okay, my people,
Yeah, 2 minutes and you 2 minutes. Show up on this.
Okay, kita now. It's about IPOB member later.
Mozagi. Yes. And the unit even a meeting but more in charge of the hall. Well, waiting in that way and Tinyalogi coordinator na call out, call join join. I'm an IPOB member and Chalo.
IPOB member.
Well, waiting. On one can go first when you were and well any letter if on a marvelous IPOB member. And will I be for such letter from any person?
I say,
as a kanjo, as I go give the question, where do you now? Gemunti, as I'm singing and carbon, where do you now? On will I be follow any memo in singing a Paul Abula IPOB member that Paul have been expelled from IPOB?
Hello?
I sing since Paul tender apology to that Radio Biafra Ige, well, Tata, on whatever for any memo.
It's not tender apology because it's that they take a bubble or seven apology before. So it's a common car, happen car.
In waking your Monty, I draw the question. In waking your Monty, Manne Woku. Ejulajo Junzagia on a Mazabeg, this Ajo now.
Okay, so no member where?
Nsizia can draw Gajuju, a chola can draw the Adjungi now. My question, since intended that apology na Radio Biafra, well, Tata, on whether be jacket if any memo written by any member of DOS that Namaza Chebepol Abulos a member of IPOB.
Member.
Zanomi and Jogi, yes or no, can Jogi?
I think you know.
Okay, now, okay, thank you. Which means,
media warrior.
Listen, iya ikukwa kita bukwa another asi. Kedu ebe nye de memo singing na Paul Achebablos media warrior see disregard ya. Kem Boshedere and which person's name?
I think last 2-3 months ago. From the memo. IPO na Paul Chepa the two seller. Chepa don't know now. After that, how was it? I know it's a media group in the IPOB. Because I'm an IPOB we're chain of command. And every group in on the air, doesn't mean that you go to IPOB. Here in their time. So many people remember that the IPOB that they are personnel or warrior. Let's go.
Ikuchego.
Yeah.
Ima, all here bu educate people like you who don't know what is going on. Let me all bu educate and reset the brain of people like you in IPOB. Let me chelo na in a quote mbagen kete.
Question and answer. Where educate there? It's not in education. He educates because when you tell you not to educate me.
Ikuchego.
Yes.
Okay. Now, like Onenjeku, all here is to educate people like you and they reset your memories and they correct your wrong narratives. First of all, the memo. Chelo, don't interrupt me. Don't interrupt me. Don't interrupt me. Don't interrupt me. Listen. Negemonti, Ibo Nicholo in a cooking bag in kitty. Listen to me. Yeah, but I got cut him off. I will call him back again. But you have to listen. In a cooking bag in kitty. You have to listen. And I will finish. I will give you your time. This is a Nigerian mentality. I know I'm here. I name a Nigerian mentality. Negenti. Now, Negamonti, in a cook, Negaginti, okay? Now, then, listen. Now, all na social media is to educate and reset your brain of people like you in this IPOB and they correct your wrong narrative. Now, listen. Oh.
Exposed to Nigerian government, not accepting me. I just can't do inside me, I'm going to you educate here in the Nigerian government, not to know about fellow IPOB member. I didn't say IPOB. So it's a you not to educate me. So Gani, one level.
Negenti, Abu nature, you continue with the conversation. Don't interrupt me. You get the money, rando up. Okay, for Kanja bagging kitty. Or Nanja bagging kitty. Abu nature to continue. Imana, I'm maybe I told you. A cholo can draw the questions. And that is why he got chucky provoke room. Listen.
It's only in a Kuzulu. And we are a Kuzulu in Nigeria. Yeah, I do now, boys. I'll throw for us, make it correct. Well, so yeah, I said, go about to let's educate me. I am not about it. Oh, Gani to add it.
As long as correct your lies here, then I will ask you, listen, my job here, I'm on going job now, look on one job now.
About IPOB, about Bafra.
Thank you.
So
now, Gemonti, listen and listen attentively. Listen attentively. Gemonti. You have to listen to me. And I tell me call to get off. Every person they defend the US now some look is dies. I tell me but at least be matured for 10 seconds. In a cocoa not the law in order here. I tell me call to be moved to one wagon now. Move to one wagon.
It's another talk Maria. I do in your vehicle, member autopilot, before IPOB member. It's a neighbor, IPOB member. So, you don't educate me.
Now, here again, let me repeat it again. It made me interrupt again, I will cut you off. Honestly, and then cut off, that is end. Now, Negemunti. Biafrans and lovers of freedom. Unu Ghana the memo. Now, Negemunti. On before, any person in Funes or DOS currently is a blatant liar. And I will prove it. Image this in Dubisi when you know example. According to Ndubisi Ani, Osina Nanyafu memo last 2-3 months, Ebede, Sina Mazi Achebe Paul, Metusela, and the rest. I will analogy speaking for media warriors. Now, dear friends and lovers of freedom, Achom Kunu Jena that memo head there. To show you how these people will be in their house, because now how we start illiterate. Hammer, no kwashika ijimaloha. After did that place with 3 names. And the 3 names were Mazi Metusela one name Mekisedek. Prince Darlington Chukwubi became as the hot. And the one other Achalugo. There is no Mazi Achebepol in that memo there, which was confirmed by the criminal called Abani in here in Italy. So, but this bloody liar now said Nanyafu memo there with the Mazi Achebepol name or Naka Haji Atoasi where Naga. Secondly, on no here Kita Bengwa na apology for it for Chike dozie me or sin yemel apology for number in Lotto pilot. If you an apology letter there, I was very specific. Now, this apology is because of abusive words in use during my broadcast on the Ochopan forward all in our WhatsApp. But because Nanda Bundo Jokwasi where Malo they are evil. And when it's open hanime, that is why Oji Potana told this as Nine. And we are here to educate them. I take Lomia serious because someone on come on that city Paul Lassie, not the against IPOB or Bulugawa. It is called brain wash or brain damage or yononia. So Biafrans and lovers of freedom, unatanya uta or ka brain elu or well on come or kabumata saru nafo. The only thing happens that you are sabo like or no ketoshi, you na nye na nya sabo that na useless more the sabo ne ya chimbe ma se potake tender apology. And when you also have manaboli bomba the sabo. Now, actually, GS kuno funa hada as a question. Ndubisi ani. On ego wenti kama ya nege television uji akponti the TV uja. Zamo kumambogi iya. Now get munti. Now my question now is Okwa IPOB na practice command and control.
Hello?
Could she get your device into in another device, neg phone so that in cooking news? Now, that's my question now. That's my question. Or why if you in a practice command and control? Now, Chelona, I send you give yes or no. It will not speed. Yes or no? Listen, the direct question is yes or no?
IPOB, I can practice command and control. If you want to practice here, where do I see?
Okay, thank you.
Unless you are doing command and control.
Why na IPOB leadership ebe or melody or command of Mazinam they can obey?
Command there, because someone now on a DOS.
Okay.
You know, DOS.
Idris, I'm not DOS. Now.
Okay, thank you. Can't you man approve?
Okay, now can Ungazi again now. Mazinam de Kanu. Also, Italian national coordinator should not be tempered. Where is Italian national coordinator, please?
Hello?
Mazin Nnamdi Kanu say Italian National Coordinator Mr. Romanus Uguru should not be tempered. Please, where is Mazin Romanus Uguru and what was his crime?
Okay. Until I call barrier to the BOS and the church is Malo.
Listen, you don't answer question with a question. Listen. You don't answer question with a question. Listen, I ask you a question. You don't answer question with a question. Zamu question, you say I should ask you a question. Now, what you say the question? Why are you answering? And Nabune, the question as a question. Nabunu, a question as a question. Now, Biafrans and lovers of freedom. Biafrans and lovers of freedom. Biafrans and lovers of freedom. When I said it here,
respect. Our solution call yes or no.
Now, Biafrans and lovers of freedom. When every of my brokers, Biafrans and lovers of freedom, Agwamunu, another mate to animate, Gagodonti. I told you people that, and when any person may defend the DOS, Nga do one question cause or the law possible, and you cannot defend DOS without sounding stupid. I swear, and you can never see any person may defend the DOS in Dwonya or then at this my platform can Dwonya one question cause they never born that person, and you can never see any person they defend the DOS and sound look a human being. They must sound stupid. So simple question. Or if you been a practice command and control, or the command of Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, Mr. Romanus Uguru, who is Italian National Coordinator, should not be tempered. Why wasn't that command not obeyed? Sorts of questions, and then when 5 questions. Even Ezioku. Ezioku na keji ugebenenya. Ezioku na quarter. If we are on about Makoshi is that the question. Asim Mama Nana the leadership. Ima, nga hapugi, you water need is smart. Not with a big more gear like this. Mpogodi do so. Amali yoga, Zakamaga Simna, and Amalakani Yanga, Zakapa Chevaki. Now what you comedy. I only if you defended you as a comedian. Mechigo down first. Mechionu me born a program. Mechigo the chelo, it born a program. Chelo Genti, it born Igenti. Negenti, in my most of you, I'm here but anchoring of program. That is why you cannot go for a debate because in my that now a program, then we pros and cons of every program, and well organogram, and well structure, and we program be bata igenti. Obule popala is upon wa ikube. When you call on a program, it hello, the person pick your call and respond, then he get check on the signal which is go ahead. Obu not only you question, he tell you can you get that question? You that question, you dissect the question, then you zanya. A question in a understand. But most of you, Amalomianga Piapo, if on a program, you will be faster than your shadow. You do except Lord and you go full question. It trouble question that question. And when a question as a question, once a question is given to you, you have to answer it. then answer the question. Then only will another question. You choose here your own question, but once a question is given to you, in anything you say you are debating or you answer it. Then if you don't know, your answer should be, I don't know. You save yourself from shame. That word, I don't know, or you have a long way to save you from constituting nuisance or disgracing yourself. But because they have told you, go there and attack, a malon will everything was I'm a principal officer in IPOB, and that privilege made me to know a lot of things. The unit, the airline unit in Piemonte, was formed from scratch by Mazi Achebe Paul. Muano here formula. The hall, they made the meeting today in Italy. That hall is the best hall every year. In Italy, and because of me, my document is in charge of it. Ọ bụrụ na tata nsi na this hall na ya kwụsị ime meeting IPOB ya, they no born you well to contest na ịma aka mbele gị aka obodo nọ ya obodo my document ka nji Ghana agency the entrata me everything wolu my document Ghana police station me everything before anabata IPOB ya ka ị na-apụta eme fefe. Most of you amaghị how IPOB is being registered in most of the places. That is why unu jinolu nene Adadiora may change the name of IPOB na France, because nunu amalo how it is registered. Now, onya kpona a program, come on here again for me to educate his rust brain. Or cheno ibi akpo ini ye na eme here bo ide crazy, ide mad, ide zoo, ide sabo, ide pu. Even a program be matured for 5 seconds. In a okwu ị na-ege ntị onye na-anchor the program, asị gị chelu ichelu, asị gị gaba ịgaba, mgbe enye gị question ịza anya, inyekwanụ your own question ige ntị ka aza gị ya. That is how you know somebody that is coordinated. Ị ga-adị coordinate before ị gawa na your program. And most of these people na-defend the DOS. One, unu adịlọ coordinated. Two, unu adịlọ brain matured. Three, unu na play childish. Unu dị very childish. Three, unu dị senseless. I don't know akpụlọ mmiri n'ọnụ wee kwue. Because of people are na-defend the DOS, can Nigeria government in Japan IPOB miscreant? The reason they Japan miscreant is because of this like. And the ICHO can restructure all those things. Can put on your careful that now IPOB ablo miscreant. My yet, I not try ke. Onya kita like more animal Ghana South African platform. Animal no there. Unquote debate with sorts of onye Bafra no there. Unquote debate with more than 10 people. Unkochanya the platform and yesiemo oheresim mazi tulugo ginaba. Which at times in post to onya ye there. Abulom somebody and mega the host don't him. Boss him Paul wait, I wait. Because this is a program run by somebody. Mankunubu, which point actually make? 0 point, 0 direction, nothing. So in the BC, please, I will need the ready. You go straight to my question and answer it. Or broken name the answer. Is name the answer. Let me go to the second question. Don't ask me question as an answer. I will not take that. That my question, and you don't get it. That my question. Ima the question, Zanya. Go straight to the answer. That my question. I don't name answer the question. Because what they go.
Because who I said I don't defend IPOB for leadership. Because they are what I yes, that platform, I'm not going to them. I do job when I try to verify where it's from. It's to them, I do. Oh, yeah, I'm going to go to there. Therefore, if I really want to chill, it's what if I go on the way I have a year. In a Jumoma, why is you went to the Tara coordinator? What's your also? Manager Fusina, even the kind of thing that everything DOS goes. So we do get to our leadership. Government need to take oath. IPOB. Be truthful to yourself. Remember under IPOB, not protect IPOB and the leadership. Anything has failed, go. Everyone power is not to go na unit. About the leadership, about the US, about children that see I will not look to fail go. Why we have failed there? Go when you go MAC. About the second about us, here they put out. But people always say when they go Google things. Allow us because people can us to protect the leadership of IPOB and this and women subordinate happy mayor to the people can't tell my wife to and their family out. But I can't in a start the day it's Belgium in a Gazinde EOS. So go about the right. It's the Nina. You don't talk to the wrong. You don't talk they have in a bar, zombie and the what I go. I am you worship a kind of something. Also about my ear. So over there, you understand that before I see my own because it's where I'm supposed to protect the leadership and IPOB. I think direct for the board. So you have also the informal. If you show you know Tomo, if you have someone under the so the canon in you probably leadership. Makaka happens to yes. Money in job for your unit. Then Amaya Abaya, which is very bad. What can I do? Thank you.
In which case, my question. Konyemaho.
Also, my work is a question.
Yes,
Because
Chelo can repeat it again. Chelo can repeat it. My question is again. Okay, before going to the question, between Mazinam the Kano command and the DOS command, which one is the highest command? Chelo, Obuli Yanjo, Gajolongi, where is Mazinam the Kano? Yanjogi. Between Mazinam the Kano command and the DOS command, which one is superior?
Okay, the Kano, one outside. His command and the
if for the reason you assume, you cannot ask these people question and they will answer it. The question unjogi here between Mazinam the Kano command and the DOS command, which one is superior? As long as Mazinam the Kano no. Between Mazinam the Kano command and DOS command, which one is superior?
It will not between Mazinam the command and DOS command can be superior. Okay, thank you. The Kano outside, his command is superior. Malakita outside, DOS command is superior.
Okay, who on which order did the Chike Doziem cancel IPOB sit at home? On which order can Chike Doziem cancel IPOB sit at home? Simple question. I will know order of Chike Doziem Chelona Negamuti. Say question the simple. Ian Chalo here, Ndwa Chalo Ganti. On your brain, young one, I'm going to pop a brain on essentially, listen. Essentially, the simple. On which person's order can Chike Doziem cancel or sit at home after 1 week?
I don't know whose order.
Now, according to Chike Doziem, as long as he say, unless me unless me I confirm it here. Na Chike Doziem Bonyasi. According to Chike Doziem, the sit at home was cancelled because Mazinam the Kano give the order. Atukwasami asike eziokwu okulie na radio Biafra. True or false? True or false? eziokwu ka asị. Eziokwu ka asị, just eziokwu ka asị. So that's a little good. No, mechigodo ọnụ first. Mechigodo ọnụ first. Mechigodo ọnụ first. Okay. Chelo ka njọ. Chelo kwa ka mbịa. We're not. Chelo. Now. Okay. Now, can you go another question? Chelo cambia ka ijuogi. Currently now, chelo cambia. Okay.
So as far as research to urge, run IPOB, every other staff of the unit.
Okay. Ngbadalo. Okay. Okay. Acham. Platform on the block from China. It's not the block. It's not the education. Or to get the block from now. Do you expect person block? Chelo no can you give the last question now? Chelo can you give the last question? Chelo can you give the last question? Currently, Chelo. Now, agwangi sigi ijumu simu mama yo biko na join autopilot. Mben join bagi na munga yo biko na join autopilot. Listen. Nege munti. Mado potakita. Chelo na opin under oath. Opin on oh ngba kwa iko chat imechizion. Ikuchego. Ngba genti kan jukwan. Okay, sisi juogi question. Sisi juogi question. Imiangi bagi kiti kan moda because people go muna kan moda. If not, nke just no only people like him. Negenti isi mu juogi question. Ajugongi 39 Samuel. Can you give the last question? Can you give the last question? Again. In Weliki Genti. Genti, can you know the question now? Dear friends and lovers of freedom. Okay. Now, according to you.
In the IPOB, that even subordinate to IPOB leadership and then the super popular wipe you out and your family. And I hope not to see the same thing we are not able to you.
Actually, is that the question? Agwamunu. Onwelo ke any person in IPOB ne defend the chike doziem agbanyum and Chibuzo Egwato and the Kekelda. And will any of them got some question? I swear they no go fit answer my question. Mona handle on at the same frequency. This is why be denied. This imbecile because Ndubisian is a confirmed imbecile. One all be literate. Imam asking illiterate. Unuchenonya na mahasu English will illiterate. Illiterate bo onya kita onwelo all be illiterate in all ramification is stark illiterate. The brain is not functioning. Now, Osigina Mazinam de Kanu, according to them, no nime, for that he cannot lead us. Anything Mazinam de Kanu is invalid because no nime. Now he actually judge Webo Sobo. Currently, Mazi no n'ime kedu lawyer DOS wepụta nnaga for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case. Ọ ma na ọ maza nwe nya ka o ji gba ọsọ. Ka m kpọọ onye ọkụ ihe dị ka anyị kpọọ onye ka ma pick on go the question of ma pick. Ịma Sabo na-ata anyị guogo. Ịkpọkwala anyị Sabo na-enye anyị ọ na-enye anyị more energy. Sabo ntị ike. Achọrọ m ịbanye na the level of Sabo ntị ike. Ọma pikizi. The idiot ama piki. Ịnakati bịa na my program. Izanwo question ajọ gị. Even Chike doesn't be a question bịa na my program. Njụ a question oge ezuzu wee ezuzu. Ọ gbago ọsọ. Ọ wago. And the chetana beginning, also na-enyi nwoke gwara ya, which means this person now bụ somebody na-agba ya question ọ ya ajụ. That is why he ebinye ha question. They cannot answer it. Ọkụghọta. Nwada Chalugo. This caller Chalugodo, I will call you back. Let me pick it. Welcome to the program. Okay, is she from Bang? No need the Bang look. On the that Tinubu network. Tinubu network would be like that. Welcome to the program. May we know you? Kwosigo nweginti, kwosigo the other phone ginti. Get money through this phone iji akpom biko. Ka ya lime nkwuchi okwu na some minutes before you get respond. Hello. Ndewo, before nga kweke gawa niru, just name a minute can lay a foundation. Now this platform, I na-ajụ direct question and I need the direct answer. And the man na-emazanwu a direct answer or na-emasi I don't know. Ajụ gị question just say na ema here pụwa akọnọla anya akụkọ ifo. And ị na-ekwu okwu ya na-ege m ntị direct to avoid the akụkọ ndị koja. So on this note, you are welcome to my program. May we know you? Okay. Ngwaganiru. Ọ dị ka ishibanya akpọ bụ na ishibanya ganiru.
Mba jụọ mbanya akpọ kama nọmba banyị ka m jụọ na WhatsApp.
Okay. Ganiru ọ bụ na inwe question jụọ.
I am the U.S. Regional Coordinator, Eastern Regional Coordinator.
Okay.
I appreciate the fact that all the things you made before, that you're back and you're speaking the truth. And it is right for us to always tell ourselves the truth at the particular given time in our lifetime. Mm-hmm. Especially when we know that we are doing the wrong thing and we later retrace our steps. Mm-hmm. Some of our brothers and sisters are being misguided. And it is highly unfortunate. Now, Chike Doziem, I am not maligning anybody, but I know that Chike Doziem, Chinas and the clique somewhere has turned into something else. And Obro Tata, I do a fight Bafra. I know that the time I do a fight Bafra that you were still with them, but I think when you saw the light, you now retrace your step. How can you tell us that Obuna Mazi Anoduna Nona prison and you don't listen to Mazi when he gives an instruction? How do you want him to maintain his power? How do you want him to still be relevant? How do you want him to be able to show the Nigerian government that he's still in control? So what Chika Edoziem and the rest of them have done was not to be successful in denying Oyendu of having that power. They tried to do that, but unfortunately it didn't work out. And one of the reasons was that they tried as much as possible to stop Oyendu from getting funds. And that was the reason why they went after all the funds that we have in the whole world entirely. They came to US, but they did not succeed in US. But what they succeeded in doing in US was to divide US into two, which I know I told Chike Edozie that will happen when he started meddling around with the finances. When I found a meeting, we were 4 regional coordinators then, 2 so far, but 2 resisted. The 2 that resisted them was me and
Okay.
The other 2 that went with them, I think now they have problems with them too. Because if I want to be Facebook, we are not here to lie to anybody. I am not here to lie to anybody. But consistently, Chike have taken the money of our people and they are using it carelessly. And it is hurting that our people now contribute so much money. But the right channel of dispersing cash till today from Madam Nayanya. And they have malign Madam Nayanya for a very long time. Calling that woman is all sorts of names for no good reason. But what I'm saying here today is that I really appreciate that you're now speaking the truth to a lot of people. Now,
let me point of correction, Maz Ezioku. If on this struggle from day one, I always speak the truth. Oh, broadcast trouble if me here. On we go broadcast me potassium, I regret it. Nash. Everything na-ekwu bụ eziokwu and eziokwu a ka m kwụ na wee luo echi. Ọ na-enọ kịta, let me tell you, most of you, the reason most of you ji afụ m ihe dị enwe m ike mụ na ga na-eri na nkọ anyị na-atọ ị na-eme the right thing na-eto gị. That we are friends does not mean that na ibido ime wrong thing nkwụbalụ gị aka. Once you deviate from that truth that bind 2 of us together, I will leave you. So at a point, the DOS was in a right track. The same way Simon was in a right track at the initial stage before deviating. That is how these people were in a right track in the first, before the China Sanworu cabal now forced a lot of them to be doing the bidding of China Sanworu and Abani. So I know when they deviate, the moment they stop taking order from Mazinam Dekano, I know them, those places. So when you say I am now speaking the truth, I want to ask you, at what point am I not speaking the truth?
I believe that there was a time that you were among the people that was going after Madam Nayanya. Am I wrong?
You are wrong. Go and check my broadcast. The program about Nanyanya was on August 21st, 2021. And the program, what I said in that program is, the order to transfer money to Umweri account. Nanyanya should immediately transfer the money to there and they obey Mazinam the Kano command. Then Mazinam the Kano the order. Then Chike Edozie and the other member of the US should immediately stop the attack on Nanyanya and the obey Mazinam the Kano command. The program is there. I never deleted it. Go to YouTube, you will see it.
Okay, I stand corrected. Because to be sincere with you, I'm more time for it to be to Malamada some of it to be here Namaro. that I stand corrected, or unless if I will go watch it and I
the date.
Discrepancy in here, then I will be able to talk.
The date.
Because I think our people should know. Madam Oyibo were the people that set up that Umweri account. At the end of the day, we got to find out that that Umweri account was not a genuine account which Onyendu wanted the money to be transferred. Initially, we were told to transfer money to that Umweri account. Series of information was coming from the lawyer and to Chike Doziem. But unfortunately, there was something after the last meeting I made that money should be transferred into that Umweri account. Then we went back. Unfortunately for Oyibo then and their clique, that same day they sent in a letter, a memo into the regional WhatsApp IMF. And that memo passed was that Oyibo was now in charge of the US. So everything IPOB, Oyibo was in charge of it. So I took that letter.
He get my topic into the topic Abulo Madam Oyibo can treat here Umweri account.
I understand.
So I would like us to stick to this thing. The topic in the treaty here to
talk about it.
No,
okay.
I don't want to talk about it because the reason why I don't want to talk about it is that I am not in charge of the account and I will not be dragging what I don't know the full details. That is number one. My number one.
That is what I know the full details. That's and the, what I want to explain to our people and our audience. I mean,
I will make my own inquiry. Now, let me tell you what I am discussing here. When you check the title, it is written, though they stand for court of appeal, we stand. This is on a court of appeal, we stand. What are they doing now to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, since they have said that they will not follow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to court, as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is following the court procedures and they are against it? What are they doing to restore Bafra, to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, since they don't want to follow court process? Secondly, the miscreants they pull out as media warriors, what are they doing? Why are they afraid of Chibueze Egwuatu? And why are they only attacking those that are speaking the truth, the like of Metusela Nwanne Mekisedek, Prince Darlington, Mazi Achebe Paul, and Nwada Chalugu? Why are they not exposing Nigeria government and they only focus on IPOB members? These are the topic I am treating here. And in general, IMAP say that under Chike Doziem leadership, it is all failure. They have failed in all ramifications. And I stand here to say, if you doubt me, call in and prove me wrong. So these are the topic I am treating, my brother. So if you have anything to add on this topic, you can use 2 minutes to say so that I will move forward.
It's okay by me because, like, I believe that some certain times we need to explain some certain things to our people. But right now, as you don't want me to explain some certain things and you have your own topic, I believe our people should be enlightened in every aspect of what is going on. It doesn't necessarily mean what you have on board because you said something or that guy came in and said some certain things. That's why I'm trying to make sure that our people understand what is going on.
That person, the person you are talking, the person Ndubisi and brain damage. Ndubisi and brain damage. Ndubisi and brain damage. So you don't take such person to serious. Ndewo nwa Chineke daluri na nya malo gezigbote mma. Ndewo. Ndubisi and brain damage. That is why I told you without any remorse that anyone defending DOS is a criminal or the person is a sabo, and they cannot defend DOS and answer any question from me. in any of my program. You cannot defend US and they call in my program and I ask you 2-3 questions, you answer it without disgracing yourself. By make mouth. Now, the truth remains that most of the, I would say 99.9% of people had hero worshippers, the US followers, Amahotin, Sinaga, on ground and everything. The only thing they know is Paul Achebe is a sabo, he is autopilot. Now, when will they not here? Let me call the idiot. Just we confront people. We are friends, doesn't mean I will not confront you. Michael Ezaka.
Yeah.
I have one question to ask you based on what you wrote here. You said, Achebe Paul, when you join agent of a provocateur, Simon Ekberima, and his cohort, autopilot, do you speak the truth? The truth? You later apologize to IPOB, one big family. And I want to ask you this question. When Chike Dosiem come on Radio Biafra to mention the name of Achebe Paul as expel Achebe Paul, what did he say Paul Achebe do? What was the crime, please?
The question is did you answer the question?
And my question, I was speaking the truth. Why I don't want to let me tell you the truth. First, Paul Achebe was never one day joined autopilot until his name was called on Radio Biafra by one useless chick, Dosiem.
You joined autopilot and
now I ask you again. I say again.
Later you apologize.
Listen. Abona Negemonte, I'm now no brain damage. The question on what was the crime of Achebe Paul? One useless mother get to shut up. I told you if you are not bagoso. I told you they cannot answer question. This is idiot that is writing rubbish here. Simple question. When useless Chike Dosiem called the name of Achebe Paul on Radio Biafra, what was Achebe Paul's crime? Let them answer. You cannot see any of them. You forgot your boss because he have now realized that Paul Achebe is not an autopilot when useless Chike Dosiem call his name. And he now cut off the call and run away to avoid being disgraced. MAP Ezioku Bundu. One. Immediately the Yajim non the Ampoyos go disgrace somewhere. Nandi resta live Biafra. Well, that kind go there can mugi. Nukumwai. I can mugi. The Umweri account was announced to us by Chike Dosiem. Chike Dosiem announced it. Never announced it. Had the wise. So where we are their wiseness before unwise people took over the money. They are wise. Where was the wiseness before Simon Ekpa smarted them? If they are wise, why do they leave almost all the commanders of ESN? Why did they follow Simon Ekpa? And they leave the wise. How they want to destroy this movement. The worst thing you can do is to give yourself high BP by hating me. But the truth remains that the only person that will tell you that raw truth is me, without missing word. And when any person they defend the US, he get a program cause no question. Or the not possible. The reason their frontal lobe is damaged. That is why in Juegwa our law Uche Chukukanu. So why these people close to these people? Somebody that is not obeying your husband's command cannot love the son. I know why. Maka ewe. It's public is let the world be any witness. Stop carrying our leader's son to near these evil doers. That is the only thing I will tell you. Yeah, freedom fighting canon, yeah. Nigeria can choose to use any of these fucking idiots to cause more harm to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu by hurting his child. So IPOB ablọsikwa one family. IPOB currently now under Chike Dozembo IPOB cabals. IPOB cabals. There is nothing like whiter than white or whiter than snow. Evil cabals upon evil cabals ganging up against each other, sabotaging upon sabotage. That is why I already the copy of that apology. I apologize to Chike Doziem by this swap, which you know, Yana Shia Shaworu, Yishindi Boko Haram. And in that very letter, everything was specified because I know a day will come. They say you join autopilot. Ghana did this thing, and when they have put the name autopilot today. But they say you apologize because I apologize for using some insultive words on my program, in my platform. It is well stated. But guess what? Because they are zombie, they say he didn't notify us. Joanna, which coordinator from Italy report that a Mazda Chevepo is autopilot? And which national? Did the Chike doesn't consult the Italian national coordinator or any regional coordinator, zonal coordinator to tell you that Chevepo joined autopilot? I dealt with them mercilessly for calling my name on Radio Biafra for no reason. You don't mention my name and go scot-free. I purposely dealt with them. I give it to back. And I am very happy about it. I never regretted it. Even when a miscreant woman. What they are doing on my platform, why you say I am very proud of that program. He post, for a post there, kudos. You want to go most especially, although they bought a natural tanch. Okay, what we must hold you people. I June na kolam. Bia kunu sabotage ma free na. Bia kunu sabotage. Since make exposition about the DOS secretary press release, una no maki again. Uma no makia. Ha mana ha se petition again. Mbujiche hoku. Nslice ya. IPOB is for all of us. Now, Hasigi man that airport is no longer an IPOB. Who says by whom? And will any memeful? Uncapia no Italy, Nyanwa de memona. Nyanwa de memo. Idiot na lu vigilante. Now, all this vigilante or Nahano and Nigeria or a gonna can appear na vigilante. Vigilante no bodana ha na carry 1-5. Okay, man, or quite about all 1-2-1-3. Corner there with Telomon. Shinona look police. When you put dash monkey banana. He were deported from China. Kepo that was deported from China. Just joined Monono China in 2003 through 2002, 2002 through 2003. He was deported from China. And he did auto care. Potata IPOB I know IPOB na. Usu ne kuzi oku na. Usu enwe gone on IPOB. Call in and ask, can you ask the question? Check any here today. And will any of them how can an IPOB member me pono sigin a Mazi Nnamdi Kanu name that he cannot give order from inside? These are the people who could enter my program. What's not going to be saying that Mazi no name that he cannot be inside and give order, and even if he give order inside, they will look the one that suit them and they leave the rest. Such mentality, your leader, spring leader. And when Simon Ekpa said that he cannot take order from somebody in DSS dungeon, now you are repeating the same thing. You are attacking the lawyers of our leader. Why a single lawyer may represent here? He did shame. He heard there, Meggy. Bon fools, left and right. A benine. potable. Why that challenge at this? Why that challenge at that? Darlington. When Darlington expose you people, draw this miscreant in Napon DOS media warriors. Why are they not descending on the Chibus Eguatu? They said that one Kachibus Eguatu mehatati. They are trying to make a leadership and lament na eba kwa kanda pilokili. Simbanda na muklaka sobe. I rather because obu no na keji abu e sabo. Obu no this my stand be sabo. I prefer to become sabon TK of that is grade number 1 than to follow this miscreant. And as you don't abuse them, you use the word the so-called. Are they not worse than the so-called? Na Michael Ezaka nezuzu na Austria. Pama, all these small children, then when you have passed Macanabia and IPOB on nezuzu. Each and to bag stand on the truth to defend the movement. That's like the chicken doesn't say go and sabotage IPOB sabotage. Why can't you follow Uchemefo? Now, when Uchemefo betray or move out, why don't you follow him? Omomi uncle, Imam Mezu, didn't we disobey them when these are your leaders? So you owe Imalo oath to that USA oath. So to rap for lying against Methuselah, lying against me, lying against Darlington. Now, the worst part when I need to be saying and it is so foolish that to the extent and let there or full of farmers but I again a mass in the good media, IPOB media. Oh, who is the defender of DOS in your Robert Akobia? No, any Uja Yakupano have pick a call. They can never pick call. Ujo will not allow them to pick call. Who can do the okbo? One of the okbo get what better? Oh, one can aziz. Oh yeah, there. Oh, Bazayo back. I join you SSF for the cars. Oh yeah, Zayo back and got Joko to Nancy. In get these people, you will understand that now. Many of them are here, and I don't blame them. IPOB, we are whiter than white and whiter than snow. Mazes Gwage, his order is final. So they are not telling you that they cannot obey Mazenam, they can. That Chike doziem nenweliki onye ga anekete mwoke anya na Belgium na oh no blow what in Sika Joma Mazenam, how did you make this person head of the Directorate of State? Chike doziem kwesịrị ịbụ secretary ndị Obuapa na akwụkwọ or provost. That position ekwesịrị ka ọ gafee. Chike doziem ekwesịrị gafe this position. The Chinasa nworu nke na-akpọ ka nkịta tutules bulldog ekwesịrị ihe there ekpọ ya like this onda n'ebe ihe there achọ iwege leta nye leta onye enwere ihe meeting gbasa security kwesịrị ịnọ ekpolu stupid and stark illiterate kpoju ebe niile. People that cannot present issue before the international communities. Some of you have Potanasi, Maza nearly here. The first newspaper Maka IPOB Umuamebe under Biela. Now, this is our sister not here. Efolia, on your post on my platform, Ntinye candle, Mechedelia, Afia gift. No single IPOB member not there. All the following day, all of them get all. And Donya was secretary, currently secretary. Well, I also the role played by the regional coordinator Mazi Chinedokoyo. He tried by visiting her and before this, but the day none of them showed up. After it, I must tell the truth. The regional coordinator, he tried it before the destiny he came, but after the destiny he also came. But the day any open question not there, no single person after a year, which I was very upset. The video, the video. Unu jelolo. Post to our sister unu oboda. Unu bia eme mockery na my comment section. All the kind of love unu show. A whole person who post on the name mockery. And her husband is the IPOB secretary, Biela. Then it's chalk and buy this. If you can mock the wife of your secretary in my platform, who else won't you mock again? A 29-year-old vibrant young lady post on a mock. Chair no my sister, chair no muaki heme. This one with this lady, who with them too much. Una dia chair no mukunu celebrate. That is to show you the kind of mentality no. Nene, Italy, please. These are the kind of Biafra nurture. Biafra with no common sense. Biafra that filled with bitterness and hatred. Biafra that is filled with evil, or mutually restore, which can never come. Biafra that will be worse than Nigeria can never come until all of you repent and change your evil ways. A man don't speak. They are the leadership. Onyeme had the leadership. Who made them the leadership? Did the Chike doesn't come out to tell us that Nyanya win in a court in Germany? Melie Hana court. Before Nyanya Melie Hana court. That is why the IPOB headquarters in Germany, they cannot step in there. Or because Mazinam cannot stand with Nyanya. Mazinam cannot outside. Why didn't you people question why Nyanya saw the position of finance? All of you, a cat or a fowl chosen turn to lion, rat and goats chosen lions because Neji Mazinam the can. Mazinam the can Potaketa will fear allow you to speak before him. A Jonian Duna in beside an Azazi or Agone chamber. Any failed leadership don't deserve respect. Why not Tinubu respect? Do you see how they insult Tinubu? Go and see how Israel is celebrating Netanyahu. Go and see it. See how Russia is carrying Putin. When you speak and you fight for your people, the people will be behind you. When you fail your people, the people will rub you on the floor. Chike Doziem, under his watch Keke Oda, a dwarf, crippling IPOB media. What did he do? He kept quiet. All Keke Oda is under Abanyumuna. All of them are in Europe. And I ask you again, what is different between Chike Doziem leadership and Nigerian political leadership? Under Chike Doziem, you can commit crime and talk all manner of rubbish. The only thing that you need to say to save is that the US are wise. Once you say it and say, oh, God bless the US, you can go and buy any person. Chike Doziem administration will cover you. And they want me to respect such nonsense. Till today, created a very big vacuum in IPOB, under which person's watch, Chike Doziem, because Agbanyimu and Shea Sanwo-Olu was using him. Today, have Chike Doziem said anything about Chibuzo Egwuatu? So why won't I disrespect him when he is a failure and one of those that are covering evil? Under his watch. If he wants me to respect him and exonerate him, he needs to single himself out. Today, Chinasa is controlling IPOB DOS. The cabals. A threatening. How many people in a threatening? Let me see. Itinye isi gbum you with ị those. I fighting for Biafra. I now see I wanted Biafra that a common man will bring his case to judiciary and judiciary will do justice and they have justice. You say no. Well, as a normal person now, carry your case to IPOB resolving committee. They will first look. The issue is a national coordinator under the US. Okay, you are not a coordinator. They will rule against you immediately. With the whole evidence you have, you cannot get anything. Is that not Nigerian system of government? It's okay, freedom. Can the kind of freedom you get restored with this kind of level of corruption on it? Till today, the Chike Doziem administration, called the Directorate of Sabotage, is still protecting and working with Chibuze Egwatu, who is calling IPOB a terrorist and calling Mazenam a killer. And these people have not seen any reason to descend on Chibuze Egwatu. And because he Okuchi watch IPOB terrorists, Bonam the Kanu a leader of terrorists, or Chigi but DOS Hawaii, then and somebody like Michael Ezaka, a hungry buffoon on Austria, Apotana Aquakane follow such people. Now these people are like Romaz and Amdekan. And I say, oh, why are you speaking like this? And I ask you, show me any of them descending on Chibuze Egwatu. Then keep along me Awusa Biafra. Neyoji picture Chalugo men on social media. Chalugo is also defending DOS. Awusa Biafra is defending DOS. But the KK that ask Awusa Biafra to start attacking Chalugo. The same thing they use Ikem Guruagu to do. That is why I tell one that Chalugo, stop looking at that bumfool, block him and move on. Posting what he talk about is giving him relevance. People like us, I babble on wine. Martin Katana, I'm worried about okay, Chukude, come on here, Darlington. And one time, on my level here, I am an asylum seeker. None at anything, Ogeju and without. That is all. So allow him to be used and dumped like the rest. He will be used and dumped. And when any Biafra Nabia with this current DOS, Elbow Biafra Gabia, Ogeshi from Mazinam the can because he is the only one that I know currently committed to fight for this Biafra restoration. The rest under the Directorate of Saboteurs, DOS, are a bunch of criminals and miscreants. And when the time comes, all of you will hide yourself in shame. On this note, I will leave you all here. I will drop it here, and I challenge you. I keep on saying it. No person that is defending DOS, you can never defend this Chike Doziem Abanyemu, Chinasanworu, and Kekelda. You cannot defend these people without sounding stupid. One lie. And you cannot defend these people and answer any question. Call on any program that I am anchoring. They can never call and answer any of my questions without disgracing themselves. The proofs are on my comments on my programs. Oblile, Oblotoko. And a autopilot. All these people known as DOSK because she didn't have autopilot. These people, their brain on a free will. What's has happened? Hemolo control. They don't have control. Join your question. Zaka Michael, join your question. She get that. The visa and kitchen. She na mazen well right in your other no nime. No ye Chike Dozemuku. Enjoy within order of Mazinam Nikan and the Chike Dozem. Which one is highest? Or see now Chike Dozembu highest and in beside. For how these people reason. So Biafrans and lovers of freedom, each man kebezoku no on this platform. Obone chokidi brain damage and be brainwashed. God follow away all this the actually. I am really happy that now iya hello chukwe hajine defend ne awuri awutu. Austin Nwoki Igbera, Austin Chika construct a very fat lie against the Elochukwu. All of na buy it now. Unukubali akamutedi echiwachi. End of the day, I show you immediately Elochukwu si na Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu says goes. Keke oda wali ya nenu ozugbo. Wuli emewe tin of caricature. Bobi ayi. Then I was here, I say, man, I delete it. We will tell them to delete it. We have seen it. We have seen it. It get that delete in our eye and our mind, our soul. It might delete. Some of us screenshot it. So deleting it is no use. So hello, Chiku. If I were you, though, I don't blame you because you're a coward. Yes, I know you're a coward. You're a born coward. Hello, Chiku Haji. But I don't blame you because they might buy you. How will you on a life with the signal on Nigerian army or set you up a peak? So you as you follow them maliciously, it's better because the China Sangoru is Nigerian agent that is killing our ESN. Said by Chibuze Egwatu, not me. Before I will say that Nami Tokam. Says by Chibuze Egwatu, the spokesperson of DOS. On social media. Also, no China Sangoru Nigerian army na ESN nation from back door Abanyano on a Hanonimuno that make Nigerian army to go there to slaughter them. Chibuze Egwatu Kurie. Did you see any of them counter it? The answer is no. If you are here, that's a room coming out saga. Oh, Alumelo. End of the day, we shall prevail. On this note, until I come your way again. Remember, Bunu Geji Fumfuli in the month of August. Kaija Gaya Yambeda, Unekego the church card in the end, Gesha Shamur. Kakolono, and edu plant here, infiltrators. As they want to this movement, they want to destroy this leadership. This is leadership of IPOB. They are doing everything to destroy it. Oga. Nobody is destroying IPOB leadership apart from Abani Mukeke or China Samura and Chike. These are the people not destroyer. Nobody is destroying it. You people destroy it by yourself. Kaikushini pretend. Make IPOB be very, very stagnant. We move, you are not be carried along by who? Or Chike doesn't be able along because where are they carrying me to? To Nigeria government, to hope for them. Ununa attack Mazi Benjamin Madbug. Mazi Benjamin Madbug. Ojegonga with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Chiasa Nworugo Shikeni Rugi. Ka people folk malonye nkapia. But I say don't talk like that, don't abuse them. Move quietly Kapi. And Mazi apologize. And so what? So if I apologize, he be those use. Didn't Mazi Nnamdi Kanu apologize? Does it stop him not to say the truth again? Okay, many of you now get to none here, most of you are not there get radio Bafra of my you put on na coily, Zuzu left and right. Anya dago na ya dago. And when on ya balance on IPOB, they no point you where. Here trouble, a Maza Chevepol Wezi Wesi, or them Messi IPOB, Marcusi Mac IPOB, Mazi me to sell away where poor IPOB. Darlington away where poor, one that I get away where poor, then he desire the IPOB Pino and Maze Patagon on your meeting, and what we go nowhere. Shocking, Abby. We go nowhere. I knew I don't want that Chaluga singing and you go keep Guilo. And now you go. What Mazi Nnamdi Kanu says goes. Now I tell you, Elo Chuko Haji. Opinion happen about your crazy open, which means the doors are wide. Why are you not debunking it? You are pushing debunk your fellow media. You have attack on Chick Austin. Kushao or Diloma. On this note, Yamala until I come your way again. I remember my humble self, MAP Ezoku Bundu. 1. Opakanabano Dumbili. Ofonye. Damn the consequences. Okay, that. Until I come your way again.